me.
As I suspected, 32 flavors.
Try the sauce. I'm soaked in it.
Oh, I could lick you all day long.
That's my opinion!
You have an aspect ratio issue with that.
Still, the idea of being covered in barbecue sauce. Oh,
dude! I mean, come on. I mean,
okay. So, talking about being covered in barbecue sauce. Last night, the daughter called us and she said she fell asleep, and my granddaughter got a bowl, filled it full of ranch, and covered herself head to toe in ranch dressing. She's 3.
Well, holy shit.
She was like, change my shirt. She's like, why are you sticky?
Oh my God. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Toxic Tuesday. It is the 44th episode, I think. Yeah, 44th episode.
Who's counting?
I'm counting because this matters. We have a flow. There's a system here, 70s. How you all doing tonight?
Corrupt.
Yes, but we're acknowledge a few faces in the chat for being here hot and ready and early, like a Little Caesar's Pizza. Comic Relief Crusader, Cody Guy, the man who's on the panel, Vince Womack. Commenting is dangerous. D-Bud Martin, how you doing? Darius Munchausen. The lovely Sherry. How you doing, Sherry? Yes. The awesome one. How you doing? And yes, we do have Mad Mart again back with us here.
Yeah, this movie sucks.
Perfect time. We like that he's sandwiched in the middle of all of us dudes, as he should be. It's where he's best put.
He's in the Paul Lynn box.
Yeah, I had to come back because people give this movie way too much praise. It sucks.
Listen, it's okay that you're not perfect and you can't accept it, but it's fine. We can't all be perfect, man.
I think we just figured something out. Mad can't surf.
Yeah, well, yeah, of course. Hey, dude, Lebowski,
seen the ocean twice.
Ruben, how you guys doing? So, anyways,
more than twice.
How's it going, Dustin?
Oh, glad to be here. Love this movie.
All right,
it's so good.
Yes, it is.
Can we just before we get started? Can we just admit, all right? Look, it's from the beginning, right? That James Cameron directed this shit. You're not telling me that Catherine Bigelow directed this movie.
That's much better.
Wow. I'm just saying.
So Catherine Bigelow didn't direct Dirty Dancing. We're doing Dirty Dancing, aren't we?
Yeah, it's Dirty Dancing.
The only thing that holds this movie together is Patrick Swayze. Brody is amazing in this movie, and outside of that is it.
Something good.
That's it. That he's the only redeeming thing about this movie. Oh,
have you now watched Dirty Dancing?
What's up, Abigor? All right. Well, while he's talking and chatting. How you doing, Mad? Long time.
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Glad to be back. Yeah, I was waiting on a good movie to bring me back, but this one I guess we'll have to do.
Well, I'm glad you're on here,
dude. And I knew that everybody up here would be like, Point Break, it's amazing. It's like one of the greatest movies ever. It's bro this, bro that. Bro fucking sucks, bro.
I'm surprised, Mad.
It's
you
not
don't
my
like
fault
this.
that you're wrong.
It's a homoerotic classic. Why don't you like it?
It's not at all. Like that chick is in it way too much for it to be a bro.
Look, I'm not defending Mad's opinion but it's his opinion. But the fact is, I don't own the film because I watched it once in the 80s. It was fun. My girlfriend liked it more than I did, but I enjoyed it. It had some great moments in it, but it's not one of those films I ever wanted to own.
Yeah, Mad's projecting. Yeah, right.
Projecting what? I don't know. Like what am I projecting?
Well, he's projecting. Not everything's 11 Bravo.
The problem is this movie's missing the volleyball scene, right? That's the main problem with this.
No, I was cool with the football on the beach. You know, that was fine.
Okay, substitute.
Yep. Yeah. They had denim, so we're good there.
Yeah.
Gary, how's it going?
Fuck you. No, I mean, I'm doing pretty good. Been a crazy day. We moved our show, Scoop Zone, the Geekosity show that we do, and to today, nobody showed up. Nobody got the memo. It was great.
That is hilarious.
Yeah, that 70s, he showed up. And
I was in the chat.
Yeah. We had we had about 13 of our friends actually in the chat. But it was just, I don't know. I was looking forward to this.
Your heart was just with Toxic. It's like, I may be pop culture minefield, but my heart belongs to Toxic Tuesday.
It does. You won me over.
Yeah.
Now the Dirty Dancing lift me up.
Yes. Mark,
hey,
how's it going, buddy? How's
awesome.
your day? I know you've had a busy day
it was, well,
today.
we went to the Bronx today. Went to the botanical gardens there. Then went to Arthur Avenue for some awesome Italian food at night, and so just got back. So
I bet you loved this fucking movie, didn't you?
I don't know. I got mixed feelings about this movie. Yeah,
we're having divisive.
Okay, you and I are in the same boat.
Now, one of my good buddy Rob, God rest his soul, loved this movie. So I'm wondering, there is a lot of bromance in this movie. So there's good and bad about this. So, but I was talking to the wife over dinner. I said I got to get home for my Toxic Tuesday, and I said it's Patrick Swayze movie. She's like, "Are you guys talking about Dirty Dancing tonight?"
Talk to your wife. Wait a minute,
I did talk to my wife at dinner. Yes.
That movie has better structure as far as the film goes than this. I've never even seen it.
Dirty Dancing. You've never seen it?
No, but I feel safe in that opinion.
Yeah, don't put Matt in the corner. It was a good day. So glad to be here. Got some good eats. And, that should be fun. Yeah.
Yes,
I made a heel turn while I was gone, I guess.
Yeah, man. That's it. All right. 70s. How's it going, buddy?
I'm good, mate. I'm good. Yeah, I watched Dirty Dancing for nothing. I thought that's what we were doing. It's probably better than Point Break, though. No, I'm doing good. Yeah, I mean, this is a homoerotic classic. I don't understand why Mad doesn't like it, but
because it sucks.
These are real sons of beaches in this movie. But
did you like the remake, Matt?
Never even saw it. Didn't even waste my time.
See, that part I'll defend Matt on for skipping the remake.
Nobody should watch the remake.
Yeah. There's no point in that garbage. Seriously.
Dude, I rewatched this not too long ago. I forgot why we were having to rewatch it. I think it had something to do with a YouTube video or something. I forgot why. But man, I was so excited to watch it because it's a bro movie, right? And watching, I'm like, oh my God. Like, this is bad. Really bad.
But just because there's a woman in it?
Brody was the only saving grace of this movie, right? Like everything else was like, okay, Flea's in it, cool.
Anthony Kiedis is in it.
Gary Busey's
and come on, Gary Busey.
Although having Gary Busey as a responsible elder FBI agent seems
I didn't like that
far-fetched.
casting. I didn't like that casting.
Yeah,
actually.
that didn't ring true.
We'll look into that later.
Yeah, so let's get. Why don't you get that screen ready, and then we'll acknowledge the excellent moderator who's on 800 channels a week, the Red Shirt. How's it going, Red Shirt?
Hey, everybody. Glad to be here. Last minute, thank you very much, Nick Weiser. The scary thing is that I almost agree with Matt Gizmo on this movie, but I don't.
Good one today.
I don't because it isn't just Bodie. It's also Johnny Utah. What a name, Johnny Utah. You want to put an F word. You want to put an F word in between those as his middle name. And then, of course, Tyler. I'm sure Tyler really upset Matt.
Red Shirt,
so
I've never understood how his character is Johnny Utah, but he was an Ohio State quarterback. I mean,
Shane Falco was a better quarterback.
He was an out-of-stater.
It just seemed a bit of a
football scholarship, man. Football scholarship. You go wherever you go wherever they give you the scholarship.
It's just got very confusing statewide.
All right, so Mr. Greg Gregory, for I don't know how much that is in his native country, or how that translates into America, but we'll say I have not seen this movie. Brutal, loved your breakfast recipe, mate. dick in, dick out, MBB4L. Wow.
Mad Barber Boys for life, baby.
He watched your video, Dustin. Killer.
Awesome.
Figure out a
Thank
way
you
to
so
pay
much.
in Rwandan money or something, didn't he? It was the cheapest money available.
And yes, you gotta love the dicks on the panel. I mean, this is the panel of dicks. So thank you, Mr. Grant Gregory. I appreciate that. Thank you, sir. All right. So what I like, because I'm right and Matt's wrong, I love that Keanu Reeves is fucking great in this movie. He's the ultimate embodiment of 90s persona of, whoa, man, hey, dude, cool. Like,
I'm an FBI agent.
yeah, but I'm Johnny fucking Utah, man. And he's just this dude who wants to like go beyond the Call of Duty to get a mission done. He's to work with Gary Busey of all the guys, and I love Gary Busey. He's crazy, but that's why we love him. We love Gary Busey. And you're like, what do they gotta do? Because they're after the dead presidents. I remember when I first heard that, it threw me up because I thought about the dead Kennedys. I'm like, the dead presidents. So I'm like, I wonder if that was like supposed to be some odd spin on that.
I thought you were going to reference Dead Presidents, the Vietnam / bank heist movie.
No.
Well, and the whole reason they use the name Dead
obviously.
Presidents is because that's what's on most of the dollar bill.
Yeah.
Dead President's soundtrack is brilliant, by the way.
Yeah, it is.
Brilliant.
Dude, the Vietnam
it was okay.
Was good too. I doubt it holds up, but I am willing to admit that it probably doesn't hold up, unlike other people when it comes to Point Break.
Mm-hmm.
I thought this movie, before I saw it, was going to be about guys surfing. I didn't realize it was a heist movie.
Dude, the heists are so badass in this movie.
Well,
you got a drive one.
This is not what I expected it to be.
You've got one on foot. You got I love the one on foot. I think that's an incredible chase scene on foot. Like you feel at the edge of suspense with that one. I love it. Like I feel the rush with that type of shit. And it's fun. Like that's another thing. Like this movie definitely does, contain a lot of the, I guess you could say,
Bullshit.
90s tropes.
Sorry.
Bullshit.
No, this a Catherine Bigelow film is a James Cameron film.
James Cameron,
Well, they're married at the time.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, early 90s.
Oh yeah. You think she really invented like a whole new way of using the camera for a chase that's still used today? You think she came up with that?
No.
Or James Cameron?
Probably James
Come
Cameron.
on.
Don't change anything about how I feel about this movie, though. Don't change anything, dude.
Does it really matter who directed
No.
it? Does it really matter?
It doesn't
Yeah, it makes a big difference.
Not in this one, it doesn't. Some films it does.
So the opening scene in this movie where Johnny Utah is shooting in the training,
Yeah,
how slow he's shooting compared to like fast forward 20 whatever years to John Wick.
Yeah.
Well, Wiki did some serious training. There's some great YouTube videos. You can see how proficient.
Oh yeah,
he is
he
with
was
weapons.
tactical, yeah.
Yeah, and then he was, with shotgun shooting, and he's the real deal. With, that's what I love about actors that go all out. I know a lot of people don't like Tom Cruise, but at least he goes all out for his roles. And same thing with Swayze, later on now with is that John Wick character. But I think he does a pretty good job. He's got the Bill and Ted's. You're always waiting for him to break into the surfer dude talk, and he never did in this movie.
What?
No,
I was gonna say I feel like it's all in, but in the version of a cop.
Yeah. So he's not playing. I thought he did a pretty good job.
That's
of
not a good look for
switching around from. He could have been cast in that Swayze role, I guess too.
What?
Him as Keanu Reeves.
Get the fuck out of here!
Yeah, as a surfer
what
too.
What are you saying right now?
I could see him as a surfer.
No, Brody. Oh my God, no. He would be another one of the little henchmen, like, hey, 10, surfs up.
Yeah, I do agree with Matt on that.
I'm an FBI agent. Yeah, that doesn't sound like a surfer talk at yeah.
No, but as an actor, I think he'd be typecast as a surfer dude. That's what I'm saying.
That's why he's here. That's why he's in this movie.
He fits this damn movie. And it's a perfect cover for being an undercover cop. Because, okay, he gives off that surfer vibe, man. So it's perfect. Like that's how you blend in. You want to make blending into a scene. You want to make it believable, and he does it. He goes right into that scene, makes the moves on the girl, say "Show me the way," then makes friends with Swayze. And he's one of the bros, and the bros are already liking him. You can see they're already bonding together. That's how you make it believable, man. Even if you hate
he's a hell of a lot better.
Shit right.
He's a hell of a lot better candidate for the undercover one than Gary Busey would have been. So they didn't even have to do rock, paper, scissors.
That doesn't justify anything.
Yes, it does.
You can't be like, look, guys, this is a binary choice. We either have Gary Busey or we have the Keanu Reeves. You can't. No, there's no other choice in the borough.
There's your James Cameron.
These are the two.
Executive producer is code for director.
Executive producer. Yeah.
It's code for director.
Yeah.
Oh,
co-director.
I'm just, don't worry, honey. I'm just going to hang about on the set. I'll give you a few pointers.
Yeah.
Here's a Scrubs
You know the way
guy.
you're shooting that? You ought to change that and not shoot it that way.
Dr.
Yep,
Cox,
Dr.
yeah.
Cox. There he is. John C. Reilly. Isn't it? Oh, wait, no.
John C. McGinley.
Yeah, John C.
McGinley.
No. Not John C. Reilly. What's his name?
McGinley.
John C. McGinley.
Yeah. Close.
Well, wasn't he in Platoon?
They both have.
Yes,
he was in Platoon.
He was in Platoon.
Dude, he's in all kinds of. He was in 7.
Yes, he's good. I like him.
Yes.
He was great in Platoon.
Oh yeah. And this is a great exchange because because Keanu Reeves is being so yes sir, no sir, yes sir until he says, "I guess we got ourselves an asshole shortage." And I thought he was going to say, "Not from where I'm standing," but he says, "Not so far."
And what about that line before?
Young and full of cum. I know.
Yeah.
You guys should have been asking him.
There it is.
What he wasn't asking him was, "Are you prepared to set up innocent civilians?" That's a standard FBI question.
See, listen, we are, and right there, him eating a donut. You got the cop trope of eating a donut. You got the '90s tropes of the surfer talk. You got all the boys with the bleach blonde hair and them wearing their flannels tied up around.
Wait a minute.
Oh, I love to see where
Wait a minute, Nick.
Hops in the pool.
Wait a minute, Nick. Tyler. No. What's his name? Harp had just said to him, it was all of this: no coffee, no caffeine, no sugar, all of this. Everybody will have a healthy lifestyle. Then he pulls out the donut and so pops his mouth and goes, "I love these things." That was an FU to Harp.
Yeah,
that was such a great FU to Harp.
Good point. No, good point, Red Shirt. Seriously, I didn't think about it, but you're right. Here come the dead presidents.
Ex-presidents in this case.
Yeah, this is when I realized that this movie wasn't what I was expecting.
Yeah, because Reagan and Nixon were still alive when this was made.
Yes.
I thought this was Reagan and Nixon, the real ones.
Well, actually, it was Nixon in a Nixon mask.
That would be the.
He did a great job with the Nixon
My
voice,
fellow
yeah.
Americans.
Well, I am not a crook.
Well, I'd like it if you give me that money.
And look, and these guys, they pull out the mission. They don't kill. They have a code. They have to be out there in 90 seconds, in and out, no violence, man. We just want the money, but we can't take too much.
Well, Hudson Hawk had that same rule.
They only have a code. The code is of one of convenience. If it's convenient in this moment to have a code, absolutely. But the moment that it's no longer convenient to them to abide by a code, they drop it completely.
They do.
Oh yeah, later we see it happen later on.
Yeah, Bodie's full of shit.
So Bodie isn't so great then.
Yeah,
no, he's the best part of this movie.
He doesn't like violence until he's got to get
until he's
violent,
cornered.
Right?
Until he's cornered. Yes, that Bodie inconsistent.
That's like 99.99% of humans, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, corner
no matter
somebody.
how pacifist you are until the shit hits the van, then you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. I hear you, dude. I hear ya. We got Kitty Bear PCI with a super sticker for I don't know how much that is in my country, but he leaves a emoji face with dollar signs. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
I think
and
that's
then
is that €1?
Is that what that is?
I think
yes.
Euro?
Yeah, 99.99 euros.
Oh, it's a
about
gyro?
$1.10.
Yeah, I like gyro.
Well, thank you. And then Christian Delorme for Canadian $5 says, "Welcome to the new and improved Toxic Tuesday, or being toxic is monetized." Thank you, Christian. And then Christian again. All right, when we got the ass showing.
There you go.
See, I don't know why Matt doesn't like
that's
this
your
movie. That's
scene.
his kind of stuff.
That's your scene. You get full ass in that scene.
I planned that. Yeah.
Seriously, you might as well have had Matt's face put in the crack of it. It would have made sense. Shout out to my man Vince Womack for another $5, and then Christian again. Toxic jokes. The best part of a BJ. 15 minutes of silence. Oh, thank you, Christian, for all
15
that.
minutes, 15 seconds.
Yeah, right. No, the ass for that comment was perfect timing.
Yep.
Oh.
So why? Remind me again. Why does Gary Busey's character think it's surfers that were doing this? Because he seems
Because of the wax. The wax.
That's
Yeah,
it.
that carbon
wax.
that
And it
Carnauba
was
wax breakdown.
summer. It was all summer jobs. They move around.
Look at the way
world.
they move on the their balance on the table.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
Just like a surfer.
Right. And it was the fact they were playing the Beach Boys as they did it.
Okay.
That was it.
Well, admittedly, this is one of the thin points of this story.
Oh.
Is
Is it?
his? Yeah. Okay, Matt. Come on, Dan. Let me agree with you on one, just once.
Sex wax.
But yeah. Though this is a stretch and a half, and
You mean
it doesn't do him any
thing-
good.
The whole thing, the pretext for this movie to even exist is kind of thin. Is that what we're saying?
No.
Oh, the story is the plot is
transparently
thin, yeah. But the point is it's a thrill ride, and the plot is all of the cheesy branding they put, the stuff they put around the roller coaster. It's like Disney World, It's the roller coaster, and the branding is the stuff. The theming is the stuff around it. The plot in this movie is the theming, but it's not the ride. That's what this movie runs on. This movie only works as the ride, not the theming.
Yeah, we can't have.
Well,
both.
it is a
We
ride.
can't, we
There's
can't have a
surfing,
reasonable
bro.
logic plot in a good ride.
There is a
I've never
ride,
had a plot
surfing.
in a good ride, actually,
So
but
they
that's
got
all right.
Edward Furlong for this.
I know, it looks like a cracked out
Edward-
12-year-old.
Yeah, Edward
Yeah.
Furlong.
Yeah, it looks like what's his name, Macaulay Culkin, a couple of years after Home Alone.
And there's our boy Bogey. Bogey man,
Bodie.
surfs up.
Come on.
Bodhi Vista.
Bodie from Brody's
Bodhi.
Sattva.
I know it's funny no matter what.
Bogey.
I'm gonna keep calling him.
You
Bogey.
remember how to whistle?
Don't pick on
Yeah, you
Bodhi.
remember how to make a phone call? Stick your finger in the hole and turn.
Bogey man, Nucci. I used that too. I had to slide in that
Snoogans.
reference too. You crazy son of a bitch. Oh, is this the real enemy of the movie for Mad?
Yeah.
She didn't
Yeah.
bother me.
Yeah, right.
Because she looked a little
Yeah,
dudeish,
right.
that's why.
Yeah.
I don't know. What's her name?
Lori Petty.
Lori. Yeah.
Tank
I like
Girl.
her most things.
Heavy petty. Ing.
Yeah, it's too bad Tank Girl wasn't as good as she was.
It sucked.
Yep.
Did not see.
I mean,
the
Ice-T
Tank
was in it.
Girls.
She was.
I thought she
perfect
was great
casting,
in
too.
the Army Now.
Oh, she was.
Which, by the way, I
Uncorrupted.
still say is the best depiction of basic training in the Army.
Oh, much better than Stripes. More
Absolutely.
accurate.
I've not seen that movie.
I need to watch that again because the last time I watched it, I was working at Media Play and it was on when we were going out of business, so no one was in there. But it's been like
Well, it has the same problem that Full Metal Jacket has. Like the beginning is great. Everybody loves the beginning, but then after that, when they go to war, whatever, it happens.
Oh no, the first part of that movie is a classic, and the second half is a cartoon.
Yeah,
I'm with you on that.
Isn't Private Benjamin the best training movie for army training?
Yes.
I don't even remember it, to be honest with you. I saw it when I was a kid.
No.
G.I. Jane's pretty good too, I thought. Really.
That was good.
Pretty
I
good.
enjoyed
Yeah,
G.I.
but
Jane.
SEER training, man.
Fuck outta here.
That had never happened during
Get
SEER
the
training.
fuck out of here. G.I. Jane.
G.I. Jane.
I thought Mad was the
Say it
technical
loud.
advisor on that movie. Weren't you the technical advisor on that? No?
Hey, G.I. Jane. I'm just gonna say it. Yeah. Don't worry, Will. I will not listen to you, Will. What you gonna do, Will? What you gonna do? I'm gonna go hit on this girl so I can be undercover, but hopefully I'll get some sweet scoring in advance, man. And then learn some moves. Right here. Yeah. Now look at his hair in the back. It's like that one kid, the Little Rascals, except it's like multiplied. Seriously, that if you look up at the one shot where they're showing the shadow of them both, it was like Little Rascals, but all over the back of his head.
Well, like Alfalfa?
Is that what his name was?
Alfalfa's cowlick.
Is that what? Yeah, that pointy hair. Yeah, that one point. Yeah, the near back of his head. That's where that shit came from. But come on, look at the moves there. Come on, you say you can't say this is not like enjoyable. Watch a dude say, "Oh man, look at me, I'm getting my surf on." Come on, thank you for
surf on.
Yes, and no, this movie has obviously. Since
Have you never been out with a surfer,
dude?
Surf on. No surfer never said that, dude.
I don't know, but I'm judging by the merits of the movie, not the realism of the surfiness.
They're all howlies.
Oh yeah. What do howlies do? What do howlies say?
Well, howley is
it's a Hawaiian.
a stranger
Hawaii.
outsider is
Yeah.
what it means in Hawaiian,
Okay.
Polynesian.
Yeah. Watch Race the Sun with Halle Berry and Casey Affleck.
Oh shit! I remember that film.
Yeah. That's where I know Howley from, because they kept calling Casey Affleck a Howley.
See, Halle Berry's just as bad of an actress
I knew it
as
because
like
of one
J-Lo.
of my DIs, Drill Sergeant Merititi, which we all call him Drill Sergeant Titty. He was Polynesian.
How could you not?
And he called all of his howlies.
The Hawaiian version of Gaijin. All right. Well, hey.
Yeah.
Or non-islander. We got another one. Non-islanders. And there's our bar. I'm gonna keep calling him Gogi.
Dude, I like Casey Affleck. I thought he was great in Gone Baby Gone, which was a great movie directed by Ben Affleck.
I agree with you.
Question,
100%.
Yeah, Casey Affleck's good in everything.
I think Ben Affleck is a better director than actor. I
agree.
really enjoy his movies.
I could agree to that. No,
I think Casey's the better actor of the brothers.
When Ben Affleck's got good stuff to work with, he can do wonderful things. Unlike working with some guy named Zack Snyder, but I'm not going to derail the stream mentioning Zack Snyder.
I think Casey Affleck. I think his best role was probably the assassination of Jesse James by the coward Robert Ford.
That was a good movie.
It's slow. It's a slow burn, but it's good. The performances in it are legit.
Ben Affleck just plays Ben Affleck to me.
You think so?
Yeah.
I thought he was a good Batman in a bunch of very bad movies.
I agree. Working with a very shit script. And
also, he actually nails being Batman, but also nails being Bruce Wayne too. That's the biggest thing. The big thing with all the actors, they all are good at Batman, but they have a problem being Bruce Wayne. They all have a big problem being Bruce Wayne. I feel like Ben Affleck got that part right. He was charming. He was definitely like the lively guy. He was, being very smart spoken too. Like when he met Clark Kent at that whole banquet hall party, whatever that was. Yeah, like I said, I can't stand the movies, but I like what he does as Bruce Wayne and Batman. Even though he gets a little too Punisher-y for my taste, I do like the characterization overall. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's why I blame Zack Snyder.
It's a travesty that we do not get the Batman directed Batman.
I know. It is a fucking.
It could still happen.
It might happen.
The rumors coming out, that could. It all depends on how Zack's stuff turns out. And
it's going to turn out like all this shit turns out.
So conflicting. It's like I say, I got to root for my enemy to succeed in order for me to get something good. What a fucking dilemma.
But I will tell you that before Ben Affleck's version of Bruce Wayne, I always felt Michael Keaton was one of the few people who understood the character of Bruce Wayne.
I feel like
he was talking about Batman, or are we talking about Point Break? Because that was a big moment there.
It was.
Well, we kind of derailed into
back.
the
Yeah.
Who gives
So
a
I
shit?
was
Michael
saying
Keaton
that
played Michael
did
Keaton and not Bruce
That's when he
Wayne.
reveals who
I
he
kind of
is.
disagree. I think he was more of a good Michael.
They
Keaton.
all kind of do that. They're all playing versions of themselves. All those specific.
No,
kind of
I
actors.
do agree with D, but I do like him as Adam. Adam was in Phantom Hunt says Gary Busey for the question.
By the way, who's a better quarterback? All right, you're drafting a football team, right? Who's your number one pick? Is it going to be Johnny Utah or Shane Falco?
Johnny Utah.
Who's Shane Falco? Never heard of him.
Get the fuck out of here! Are you serious?
I'm dead serious.
Oh
Never heard
man,
of him.
he came in the quarterback when there was a strike. He quarterbacked for the Washington Sentinels.
The Sentinels. That's a team I've never heard of. You're batting. You're 0-2.
Well, luckily I opened that question up to everyone on the panel, not just you.
That's the replacements.
You never talk to me, Mad.
I talk to you all the time.
Oh yeah, I appreciate it too.
This is where our boss here is losing his mind.
Falco owns all. Soul Assassin knows the deal. Yeah, Falco's better quarterback.
The replacements, yeah.
That will definitely be a Toxic Tuesday as the replacement. One day. It will be. Oh yes.
It's got Gene Hackman in it, dude. It's always worth it.
Who's the best movie quarterback?
Sorry, I was just going to say, did you see that picture of Gene Hackman in the media today? He's 92 now. He doesn't look
Can we
too
get a poll?
old for 92. But
92.
it's kind of weird seeing him that old, you know. Anyway,
I love it. They literally pluck hairs from dudes. Like he goes, "Hey, there's a bug on your head, man." And he's like, "I saved your life, man."
I wanted him to turn around and be like, "Why are you talking like that? What is wrong with you? Are you a fatata? Where is your guardian? Who let you wander around here by yourself?" Oh.
And by the way, man,
right there.
my answer to your question is Scott Bakula in Necessary Roughness.
What? Oh, see, I'm gonna go with Willie Beeman. Because he keeps the ladies creaming.
Oh my god! Oh damn! Let you go, Pete. See,
he's not really doing a good job of being undercover here. He's like
no. Okay, I'll
Like,
agree
come on.
there between Gary Busey going over there. Now, see, that's why once again, Johnny Utah was great at blending in. Busey was not, because let's not forget he did not know how to blend in. He was not good at observing things. Because between obviously him right now, but there's also a later scene that we're not going to get too into detail. But you see Busey screw up both times as Pappas, and you're like, bro,
yep,
you're not doing a great job of your part. And you see here, Utah is doing all the heavy lifting. You're just kind of like hoping for something and then trying to get involved in the picture. But Utah is getting his hands dirty, breaking his legs apart. He's doing all the crazy shit. He's the one getting involved in the running after the guys. He's the one who's getting involved in the actual surfings. He's the one who's banging the lady just to get this job done. He's trying to observe dudes' asses to say, hey, whose ass does that match? He's doing
Yo,
all
man,
the shit.
lay off Gary Busey, man.
Leave Gary Busey alone.
Give Johnny Utah his due, man. Give him his due.
Oh, shit, that's what's his name? Flea's buddy from Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Flea's got a friend.
Flea.
Yes, I know Flea is.
Anthony Kiedis.
Anthony Kiedis right there. That's who it is. Anthony Kiedis.
It looks like that we're all trying to get into the movies at this time.
Commenting is dangerous, to answer your question. I am figuring that out. My goal is, if I'm going to do like a membership thing, I want to make sure I can do something that makes people want to join. So, but if you got ideas and people are going to check out ideas of what they like and would like to see out of a membership, I'm open to your ideas. I just haven't thought of anything creative. I'm like, if I were to see my channel, what would make me want to become a member of that channel?
You could do a
that's
monthly
what I'm
live
looking
stream.
for. Oh yeah, and that's something. But I definitely would like to give people a little extra. So,
You
and
could
that's
do,
that's
pizza
obviously
deliveries.
surface
Send
level.
pizza to
Pizza
us.
delivery.
Oh my god,
Pizza
there'll
night
never
was
be
next.
a pizza night membership where everyone has to
Talk
eat
to
pizza.
Tuesday tomato pizza.
Oh my god. Well, we'll see. If not, I got to figure that out for Subscribe Star too. So, like I said, if you got any ideas or anyone else in chat, I'm open to what you guys got. So, obviously, member streams is obviously common sense, but whatever you guys got, please give people $1,000 to become. Yeah.
And what currency?
It's going to take more than that.
Fucking prick.
Oh, dildo. Always
thank you,
helpful.
Fountain.
Notice who shows up to help. Notice who shows up to help Johnny before his partner does.
Oh,
it's all over by the time Busey shows up.
Busey's so
But that
overweight, he can't run there in time.
Busey save though was awesome.
Yeah, it was.
A great save there. Yeah, that was a good scene. Yeah.
Nah, here's the thing.
Someone
Busey
stole my
was
stereo.
there. He was there for the veteransmanship because obviously these were the young and hot shots. So
right,
they need a guy to show the youngins how it's done type of thing, and that's what obviously Pappas was supposed to do. He was supposed to be the guy. Hey, I've been there. I've done it. I know how this goes. And then you got Utah. It's like, no, man, we gotta change shit up. We gotta be like this. He's like, okay, you want to be like this? Fine, go be one of them. So that's
but Pappas gets his own back towards the end of the movie in a great scene. We'll get there.
Oh yeah, and we will get there. And
Jimmy Dix. Sorry.
You're good. All right, we got another $5 in Christian Dorm. Tell 70s Canada makes the best scotches because they integrate. Cheers. Well, thank you again, Christian.
I've
And then
got lots
Christian
of Canadian
again.
whiskey.
Mark,
Did we cover the Last Boy Scout on here?
Yes,
we did.
That
Yep.
was fucking. You were on that one, Mad.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was fucking amazing. That was one of the most toxic shows we ever did. That was really good. Mark, you the sea.
What'd you do? Trip and
Maybe we'll
slip
do
your dick in my
toxic.
wife?
Maybe we'll do a Toxic Tuesday revisited edition, the revisit edition, because I think that one is worth revisiting.
Oh
That
man,
would be
it's
the
so
members.
fucking good.
That's the member stream.
Oh,
the
good idea.
member-
Oh, yeah.
Toxic
There you
Tuesday
go.
revisited.
Oh.
Toxic Tuesday
Tip
rewind.
there. Just the tip.
Just a so Mark D. the C gives Connecticut a good name for another $5.
I don't know about that, but thank you.
For another $5 saying, motherfucking Slayer. Huge. Thank you, Kristen. Kristen, are you drinking tonight?
Christian's a great guy.
I love Christian. Great man. Great man. We're gonna meet in August when him and his family come down to Chicago, to Chirac. So it's gonna be good. It's gonna be huge. Anyways, once again, look at this shit. If you want the ultimate, you gotta be willing to pay the ultimate price. Come on.
Yes, big line for him. Important.
It is.
And
I
they're setting up the end of the movie there too.
Look at that line.
There's too much testosterone here. Oh my! Wait a minute. What?
I don't know why Mad doesn't like this movie then.
I don't. I really don't.
It's really not good, man. I wish I could say that it was like you. This you would think. Apparently, everyone does. You would think like this is the movie that I would love. I fucking hate it. I hate it so much. Like Patrick Swayze is the only saving like grace about this movie. Like everything else is just garbage. And I went in ready to love it, like I remember loving it, and it just does not hold up in any
I was
way.
the opposite. I really didn't think I would enjoy it, and I ended up quite liking it. And then watched it again and thought it was really good. It was.
Why question your taste in everything?
I mean, it's an entertaining movie. I mean, you just can't like think about it too much.
Well, that's a horrible like measuring. Like, just don't think about it, bro. Come on, man. The Eternals. Captain Marvel's great if you don't think about it, bro.
No, here's the thing. I feel like there are things I thought a lot about, and I feel like it aligns very well with this movie. Like, I feel like the idea of don't think about it more applies to like a Godzilla movie. That is obviously meant to be. Don't think about the humans. Just invest in the creatures being the crap out of each other because you want to get to the fight. This movie, once again, as I said earlier, there's a lot of great things about Utah's character that makes him very believable and doable for his part. Keanu Reeves was well casted for his character. Yeah, people see him in the light of Bill and Ted, but he makes that what they do for the that whole surfing crew. Maybe sure surfers don't act like that in real life, sure, but for once again, those people in the confines of this movie, his attitude blends in with those guys. Even though he came from a super suburban area, he learned to adapt to the whole like California like scene.
I will give Mad something though, and I do think that this whole undercover guy joining a surfing thing is a bit thin. And Richard said
a bit, right? Just a little,
bit thin. It's just a touch thin,
just a tiny,
like, almost like it was contrived for the plot.
Yes. Yeah. Keanu Reeves' character has plot armor, if I understand the term correctly, in this movie.
Yeah.
He's doing things because the plot needs him to do them.
Yes, I can agree to that.
That's
it's convenient. Yeah, it's convenient at times. But once again, it's not like he doesn't have hardships at all either. Like he does go through a shit ton of obstacles, and he does sell it. At least for me, he does sell like the shit he's going through. Obviously, he's falling for God and he's caught in a dilemma. He got also the injuries he goes through along the way. Like, and also he's being told a million different things between Busey, between his boss, and then there's the girl, and he's got freaking blah blah blah.
It's a rookie.
There was a line in there.
And he's a rookie. Thank you. Thank you.
There was a line in there that I know Mark couldn't get because he's got to skip so much. But at one point, Johnny paddles up to Bodhi and says, "I got to be fucking crazy." And Bodhi says, "But are you crazy enough?" And that's going to come back to haunt Bodhi later in the film. Because it turns out Johnny Utah is crazier than Bodhi could ever imagine.
Yep.
Yes. And that's why he's not worthy of Bodhi. He's just a bogey. So
the thing I do like about this is the fact that the tension for Keanu Reeves' character in having to choose between the FBI and these guys who actually likes Patrick Swayze. They could almost be lifelong brothers. It's like Donnie Brasco, same thing with Johnny Depp and
it's unearned. You know, it's unearned.
This is a great line here. Scooby, where are you? I didn't like the casting that. I didn't like the casting that much of him as the agent because I just picture him playing like the crazy guy, and I didn't think I thought he looked a little bit too old in this movie if they're as a partnership together, and I just didn't think it fit. It fits even though he's a great actor, but it had some funny scenes like when he says the catch you were mentioned before, someone stole my car stereo, and then that line, Scooby, where's my dog? Yeah. So they're good, they're good moments. But Busey, he's that so typecast as like the crazy guy. But
because he is crazy.
To be fair here, I'd say Keanu and Busey together are typecast. You got to have the whole buddy cop trope with their polar opposite personalities. I feel like it's a usual stereotypical trope, but it's a trope that works. It's what obviously gives contrast to the characters and how they got combine their polar opposite personalities and make it work for the sake of the
Gary
mission.
Busey What was Gary Busey looking at right there?
That's right. Gary Busey was looking at what we were looking at.
Yes. What was he looking at right there? My eyes are up here. Yeah, I made my choice.
Character was meant. Yeah, that's right. Character wasn't meant to be looking there, but he was looking.
This will bring the ratings up, man.
But the thing is, I almost think they had Gary Busey. Like we can get Gary Busey for this movie. His agents got in touch with us. Okay, we've got to find a role for him now. Then, it's almost like we've got Busey. What can we do with him? As opposed to here's a role that would fit Gary Busey.
Get Angelo out to pull out a fucking arsenal.
What the fuck?
Chill the fuck out.
Where would they get that from? Well, it was 91. It was like, where did they get that from? It was California, but it was 1991, so it wasn't as hard then.
Mm-hmm. I love this thing because shit hits the fan here, man. Yeah,
Target.
And for a movie, once again, maybe is a movie that you shouldn't have to think about a lot. And obviously, I'm not gonna come back against gun stuff because I'm not, unfortunately, that knowledgeable yet. I will one day, I promise. But once again, there is a lot of stuff that does work when you think about it, as far as at least characterization. Now, the gun violence, maybe Matt and Dustin will have a better argument to answer on for this one. But I do enjoy the entertainment vibe of this because it does get the blood pumping watching this scene.
And there's one scene I didn't clip because I was out today. I didn't think I'd have time to sanitize it with the girl in the shower.
Oh, yeah.
Beating the crap out of her.
Everybody close your eyes when we get to that bit.
Well, I didn't put. I made sure I didn't have time to. Yeah, that's her there, but
Yeah.
I didn't have time to sanitize it, so I didn't.
Yeah, no, she
Yeah, trying to
gave a
put
good.
mad
She gave a
on
good.
it.
What's that flag in the background? I just
Not-
wondered what that flag was in the wall. I didn't recognize it.
New Bomb Turk. There are no rules that fit Gary Busey.
Except Gary Busey. The story of Gary Busey.
Gary Busey can do it all. He's as professional as a crackhead gets. Oh my god!
I thought he was in some show playing himself, and I'm sitting here looking through our Internet Movie Database, trying to look through Gary Busey's stuff, and there was like a TV show that I watched, I remember, and Gary Busey played himself. He was just off the wall nuts.
He's Gary Busey. He is off the wall nuts. He's batshit nuts.
I know, but it was just one of those things that, like, he played nuts in the show, but I can't find it anywhere.
Was it Entourage, maybe?
Chat,
I was
help us
thinking
out.
Entourage, but
I
I'm
think
not
he was
seeing it in here. I'm not seeing it in his.
I thought he was in Entourage.
That's what I thought too, because I loved Entourage.
Yeah.
Where did they get
He
this?
was in 3 episodes of Entourage.
Oh,
yeah,
I love
it's-
this scene.
So it was.
Seriously.
You're right, Dustin. It's Entourage.
You're gonna tell me that this scene didn't leave you on edge? No pun intended. Like,
Yeah.
we're like, oh crap, he like this. Like, granted, you obviously I know we mentioned the whole plot armor earlier, but come on, this scene was tense.
But
Like,
yeah, it
after all the
was. But
people
where
who
did they
got
get the
killed
world's
and got
most
shot?
the world's most dangerous lawnmower? It's like, this is what year is this movie? 91 or something? Or
Yeah, 91.
where all the lawnmowers have auto cutoffs and stuff, and it's like this one. It was a cool scene, but it looked like one of those push lawnmowers that someone added a motor to it. It's like,
Oh no!
this thing.
No, this was real. This was a
That's
golf course lawnmower.
Oh, it's a golf course on it. It looks.
Yeah, my
fucking
grandfather had
dangerous.
one made by Toro, and they are the rotary, like you push, but it has
Okay,
a
with the
motor.
engine.
Yeah, and the thing is, my grandfather was anal retentive about his lawn. This thing cuts like you're cutting it with cuticle scissors.
Probably,
so
right?
it gives you a beautiful lawn, and they cost a fortune to get one
And
that's motorized.
But do they not automatically shut off though? When
No,
you let
they
go?
don't. No, they don't, because they just have control levers, and if you walk away from the thing, it just keeps running.
That's freaking dangerous. No wonder it's for.
Oh,
a
they
golf
are.
course, right?
Oh, hell, they are. They're only supposed to be used by professionals on golf courses. They probably
So
have
how
warning
come these
stickers all over
stoners
them.
have got one then? How come these stoners have got one?
Yeah,
Why would they care
No,
about
no, no,
the
no. It's the
lawn?
stoner's neighbor that's got one.
Oh, right. I was gonna say, why
Yeah.
would they give a shit about the lawn?
They didn't. But he obviously did. He was trying to raise his property values.
Yeah.
He's trying to sell to get out of that area, obviously.
Exactly. I'm living next to a crack house full of surf Yahtzees. I gotta get the hell out of
I'm
here.
pretty sure one of them's in a band. Yeah.
You're
Batman
the
and Robin
Cowboys,
again.
right? I love
Oh,
this
Batman
quote.
and Robin.
The real Batman.
Oh
Robin.
yeah, what's his name, man? He's
That
in all of
actor.
the
Scrubs.
No, that's no.
That guy
Oh,
there.
him.
He's
Oh,
yeah.
him. Yeah. I don't even know his name.
I forgot his name,
looks
dude.
real
I've seen
familiar.
him.
He's in
Looks real
everything as
familiar.
well. He was in Heat. He was in Black Hawk Down.
Yeah, I've seen him.
Yeah, I recognize the face, but I don't remember his name either.
Tom Sizemore.
Oh God, yeah, and that's an early young one.
Yeah.
Very young
He's
Tom
young. There you
Sizemore.
go.
Holy
Yep.
cow.
Passenger
Jeez.
57. Yep. Natural Born Killers. Yep.
Oh,
Yeah, he's a good
Do
actor. yeah.
time.
yeah. See, look at. Come on, you can't say that's like great shot where we get Keanu and not the lady.
Yeah, James
Come on.
Cameron's an amazing director.
So okay, so you acknowledge that you're acknowledging that James Cameron got the right shot then with that.
Yes, James Cameron
Okay,
did
good.
an excellent job filming this. Yes.
Okay, good. So you just complimented the movie a little bit.
I've always said that James Cameron did an excellent job.
I know. I'll take it. I'm still gonna take it. I'm
And I
not
also
gonna
said that Patrick Swayze is amazing in this movie. He's the only one that's acting.
Bogey is not the only one acting.
Bodie.
I keep going Bogey because I'm doing that on
Don't
purpose.
pick on Big.
I know you are.
Bogey here. He's just a punk, man. He just thinks he knows all because his life is so victimized. That's all he is. He's a whiner. I mean, don't get me wrong, Swayze acts great in the role. He does, but he's just a whiner. He's a complainer who just happens to be very talented at what he does. But he's kind of a bit of a bitch and a baby. That's where I'll stand with Swayze in this. Don't get what I said. I love Swayze, but He's a bit of a bitch in this movie.
What?
I said it. I said it.
In what way?
I'm curious about that too.
When he was bitching earlier in the movie about how they're set back. Well, the whole like conversation about being set back by society, blaming society for shit. I'm like, oh, here we go, victimization.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like Tyler. What's his name? Fight Club.
Yeah, and
Tyler Durden. Yeah,
but I guess he's a bitch too.
He happens to be able to be a damn good fighter. So I'll still say the bitch move.
But dude, Bodie can throw.
Yeah, but Tyler Durden's a figment of someone's imagination.
Right?
You guys catch this line about Bodie here? There he goes, and he has lunch at Patrick's Roadhouse.
I like how I mentioned Power Records.
Roadhouse.
Patrick
Swayze,
Patrick's Roadhouse.
Now that is a great fucking movie.
That was a great one. I don't think you were on Toxic Tuesday yet.
I don't think I was. Yeah.
No.
That's a great
that was
movie.
a great one.
Yeah.
That
Those were
was
the days.
Dude, you know what? Like, my favorite part of that movie is like, all right, so they're fighting in the water, right? And the dude has him, the dude with the knife in the boot or whatever. He's like, I used to fuck guys like you in prison. Who the fuck says that to someone in a fight? What is wrong with you? That is the most disturbing thing you could ever hear. As a guy,
to get him off his game.
As a guy has you from behind, from behind in a fight, and he's like, I used to fuck guys like you in prison. Gross, get off of me. What is wrong? No,
fight
go
over.
away.
You're like, no, tighter, hold me tighter.
Yeah, no, you win. I give up. Jesus Christ.
Or what were you just at another scene where Pappas was slacking off at his job again?
Yeah, reading the comics.
Yep.
Yeah,
reading the comic. I was always curious to what comic he was reading because he was laughing.
Wasn't it Shoe?
But the problem was, you see, once again, he's relying on Utah to go get his food, and then what happens? He's going to get food for him. Pappas was slacking on the job again.
Just have to say that also wonders he's right. What's happening, Mad, with the OC Bros show? Because that was really good.
Well, Scott just he's like, oh, we're going to do it next week. I haven't watched the episodes. We're going to do it next week. I haven't watched the episodes. So, so I would love for it to come back. Yeah.
Shame.
I have to find somebody else that loves the OC as much as we did.
Yeah, he doesn't love it as much as you, obviously.
Well, not enough to actually, stay committed.
Yeah.
I like the fact that Keanu was getting the food, didn't look around, but he does know that they've just shown up in a Lincoln.
Oh,
he gets back to the car.
Red Lincoln. Yeah, the red Lincoln.
Yeah. Did you notice the Lincoln pull up? He says. Have you been paying attention to anything so far?
Okay, I'll say that part was funny. Like, obviously in the dumb, okay, come on, guys. I'll admit that part was dumb. I'm still super entertained to hell by this movie. I still love it because it leads to, and yes, it does need to happen for the plot's sake, but come on, the execution, what plays out here when it turns into a badass chase scene in two ways. First, the automobile, and then to the running, and the fact they go to the backyards, into the house, and everywhere in between. Come on.
But my question is, why would he shoot here? I don't think that's what would happen here. They wouldn't really shoot.
In realism world, you're right. But in movie world, in movie magic world,
you also wouldn't shoot in the air because all those things come down.
Exactly.
Maybe you're right.
We haven't gotten there yet, Mad.
No, Nick, I'm 100% right. Things that go up do come down.
They do. But we haven't gotten there yet.
Hey, I'll argue about Patrick Swayze being a bitch. I'll argue that. But the whole gun scene, I'm not going to argue with. I will not argue with you on gun. Gun stuff, I can't argue with.
Hey, does it occur to anybody that the Matrix stole the chase scene with the same actor, Keanu Reeves, running through the apartments and people, with agents appearing somewhere like where he's chasing in this? That basically it was the same chase.
I didn't have to piece that together.
So many ways you can do that kind of chase.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it was the I don't care where I'm going. I don't care what house I'm running into. I'm going straight forward. Yeah, I'm just going. Yeah. And I was having Matrix vibes watching the chase in this.
I guess has anybody ever had that happen to them? They're sitting watching TV, eating their dinner, and someone bursts through the door and runs out through your apartment and out the window. Has that ever happened to anybody?
Nope, never happened to me. Nope.
I lived in a neighborhood where that could happen, but luckily I didn't have a window they could get out of, so it wasn't likely.
The way that they filmed this chase scene or whatever, James Cameron, like he came up with brand new techniques that have never been used before in movies, and they became like a staple of action movies.
Yeah. Well,
James
Cameron should have gotten more credit than he deserved. He didn't get enough credit for this movie. He should have gotten more. That's the way the cookie crumbles, though, sometimes. But we got some super chats here, and I also got a direct donation that I want to acknowledge as well.
Nice.
So we got Christian Dorm here for another $5. Hell yes, I'm drinking Milwaukee's Pride. And Christian Dorm again for $5. Old Milwaukee Red go hand in hand with Toxic Tuesdays. And then Christian again, Mads, your humor is not Canadian. Watered down. Well, that
I don't know what that means.
Well, you know what? It means this.
That means you're not sorry enough.
It means you're not sorry enough. And then we got one more, a direct donation. And we got RC from the NYC. What's up, Nick? What's up, panel? What's up, chat? Hope everyone is well. Point Break is one of those flicks that's appreciated more the older it gets. Thank you. I agree. And on a side note, let's pour one for Bill Paxton on his birthday today. Holy shit.
Bless Bill Paxton.
Yeah, Bill Paxton, man.
Cool.
R.I.P. to Bill Paxton. What a
Game over, man.
If you haven't seen Frailty, which is a movie...
RC.
Frailty is not only a movie
Great
that he acted in, he also directed Frailty, and it is one of my favorite movies. Like, it's so fucking good.
He and McConaughey are so good in that film.
Yeah.
Dude.
It's called
That guy's
Frailty.
just
And Powers
burning
Booth was in
thousands
it,
of
too.
dollars of gas there.
It was all
Thousands of dollars
Texas.
worth of gas.
Oh yeah, good movie, dude. Good fucking movie.
Oh, how much is the gas there? Shit.
It's well, he's just burnt like $10,000 worth in
10,000. Yeah, doesn't even matter at this
Today it's
scene,
100,000.
Today's prices.
Does it even matter, man? I mean, in this scene, once again, I love this scene because of the escalation of the chase. It's like now it's all about now being on the foot, and you're thinking, where is this end? Where is this end? Where is this end? And obviously, it leads to a big happening for Utah in the worst way possible. But it's like, bro, that was a hell of a chase. Because then it's like by the time it ends, like, whoo, holy fuck, that was a damn good action scene. Come on.
But to Mad's point earlier, the no violence or no killing shit seems to have gone by the wayside because they're going to do anything it takes to escape.
Well, yeah. Let's not forget how they're supposed to, what I'll say, apply good work ethics earlier, and yet here they were eating donuts and drinking on the job. Because don't you forget, there's a scene where they're drinking Jack Daniels on the job earlier in the movie. Remember that, or do we not get there yet? There was a scene where they were drinking at the station.
I don't think we've got there yet, but I think they were like in the office, but kind of off duty.
Kind of off. Oh, okay. See, I thought they were on duty because they were talking business, though. So then again, I mean, I'm not. I don't know. Hey, Courtney, how you doing? We're watching Reagan
Courtney's
being
here. Hi,
chased
Court.
by Keanu Reeves, and in this contest, it should have been Keanu, but Reagan got away, unfortunately.
Yeah, I didn't know Ronnie could move that fast. God,
son of a bitch! Judge Gotham.
Reagan knows parkour.
Yeah, damn it! Look at that, dude. Come on, you can't tell me like this thing wasn't bad. Come on.
This is a great scene. I tell you, this whole sequence is really well done. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, the camera work is awesome. So if Matt is correct, James Cameron did a great job.
Yep.
Yeah, James Cameron. Yeah,
takes the credit. Yeah, James Cameron takes credit for that.
So
yeah, because you feel like you're in the scene here. Yeah, I mean you're going
exactly,
through and it's really cut really well. So.
Catherine, I know you're busy with filming that stuff in the beach. I'll take the second unit today. We'll do some stuff for you.
There you go.
I'll do the work. You'll get the credit for it.
I'll do some incidental stuff.
James Cameron getting credit not getting credit for his movie is like Doctor Strange doing all the work, but yet still not being called Sorcerer Supreme.
That's right.
Right.
It's the
and we have a new panel member, Nick. I don't know if you didn't notice. Wes had popped in. Yep.
Welcome. Wes. You had a good point.
Hey, Wes.
Hey guys, sorry I'm late. I was getting chased by dogs and people were being late and I had to do other people's work. So, hey, let's have fun.
That's okay. Oh
wasn't Reagan still alive then? So they called
Yeah.
this the dead president. So he was still
No,
alive.
they were ex-presidents.
Oh,
Ex-presidents.
ex. I was going to
Ex-presidents,
say
yeah.
that was.
Some were dead, but others were ex. Yep.
no.
Bedtime
Oh,
for
yeah.
Bonzo, man. Come on.
Yeah, I mentioned earlier both Reagan and Nixon were both alive.
Yes.
You did. Damn it. I
you
was
did.
wrong.
And Carter, of course. Yeah.
And Carter. Yeah, no, well,
Oh, yeah.
that was fresh off his president because this came out during Bush Senior, I think. Or was it? Yeah, no,
What
it
year
was
was
Bush
this?
Senior.
91?
Because
Was this
Clinton was
91?
92. Yeah, Clinton was 92 through 2000, and Bush was 88 through 92. I think Bush
Yep.
Senior. Okay. Getting my years right here. Get the fuck out of this. Oh, God, that was great. And it shows you once again, like, these guys, like, freaking a Bogey. I mean, and this is where I'll give Bogey credit because he did whatever it took to get away. Like, he did not leave anyone off limits. He threw people in the way, and that's what a good villain does. He got people, and that's why more of why he's a bitch. He couldn't face a man, so he had to.
and the thing is that Bodie doesn't consider himself to be a villain. He considers himself to be a Robin Hood type hero. We'll see that later. You know, he'll give the speech, and it's the longest speech he has in the whole film about what they're all about. And you know, he doesn't see himself as a villain, and that's part of the reason he's such a great character, because he sees himself as you know, demonstrating, you know, the human spirit for all of those dead people commuting. We'll get there.
Yep.
Yes.
That's
like
why
I
he's
said,
a cool character, because he's not just pure villain at all.
I'd still say he's still pure villain. I mean, I get what you're saying. What you're saying makes a lot of sense. It does. It makes a lot of sense.
Well,
but
what he is and what he thinks he is.
This
are two
is the
different
great
things.
shooting the gun in the air moment.
Oh, I'm with Matt on this one. This is the dumbest.
religion.
This is the dumbest thing in the whole damn movie.
Like, why wouldn't you shoot him?
Because he's in love with them.
Why would you shoot in the air? Like,
Exactly.
you're gonna kill innocent
Then you
people.
don't. You don't shoot anywhere if you don't shoot him.
Yeah,
God.
discharging your weapon like that.
Yeah.
What would have been funny is if he was hit by his own bullet falling back down.
Yeah. People have been killed by that, you know, actually.
Yes.
Shooting up
He
in
has
the
killed
air.
innocent people in this movie.
See, he's saying you got
he's
too
a
close
great
to your
FBI
surfing
agent,
buddy,
then,
yeah.
isn't he? He's a great FBI guy.
because he's better.
He'll get a promotion.
It's the hot and ready, ready to go Little Caesar's Pizza guy who's ready, but the old and stale is just like he just slacks and asks for meatball sandwiches. Oh, never saw him. It's a basic hit and run, man. Basic hit and run. And then we're not far away from where she starts to lose her mind. We're not far away from that shit. Yes.
She gets pretty toxic, yeah.
Yeah, no, well, then that's of course, that's obviously you can say that's a trope. When the person finds out it's all an undercover op, it's where the feelings real type of thing. But I feel like once again, like the way it is done, it plays out well because you really feel like, oh damn, yeah. Oh look, it makes it look like his name's Bogey, but with that H.
His name's Bogey, but with an H. Shut the fuck up.
I thought it was Bodie.
It is Moody.
Yeah, Bodie.
I know it's Bodie. I'm doing this out of spite.
Here it is, right here, Nick. This is his speech to them, where he's trying to motivate them to keep going because they want to bail right now.
Oh yeah, this is where they freak out because now they know.
Yeah, they're freaking out. It was never about money for us. It was about us against the system.
Yes,
I think this gets kind of thin here too. But
the money
they gotta.
But we like the money.
They got.
Yeah, but he
sells.
he sells this so well they buy it.
Yeah,
because if they don't have the money, they can't travel to Australia and all these places and live and surf and do all the things that they want to do.
Wes,
Right.
you got anything you want to add to this scene?
Man, I think this is one of the best scenes in the movie because you just really don't know what's going to happen after this. You know, I mean, at this point, they know who each other are,
Mhm.
and it's just, you know, this is one of the great scenes in cinematic history right here, and you know, his speech makes a lot of sense. You know, you feel a lot of, you know, again, he doesn't see himself as a villain, and so you can kind of see his point of view.
Yeah,
And his
the
speech
thing
makes a
is,
lot of
though,
sense.
Yeah, Wes, you're right, but there's a thing as you watch the film after this, you realize that his commitment to these guys isn't quite as strong as it appears at this point. As things unfold,
No,
you know,
'cause
which
we
is
see
an
him-
interesting development. At this point, he's at the apex of his you know, I'm against the system. We're a tight bunch. We're gonna keep doing this, and then it
To
starts
the
to unravel
end.
for him.
Yeah, I thought the speech was really good, but it was kind of out of nowhere. I think they needed to have more of this earlier because, you know, he kind of just drops this. Like now it's like a political manifesto versus, you know, you just think, oh, there's surfer dudes, you know, just, you know, robbing money so they can keep surfing. And then he comes out with this speech is really well delivered, but it's and
I think
really
this
well
is
done.
the
But
perfect time. And here's why I think this is a good time for it, because now they were under pressure. Now they knew, oh crap, now we're being watched now. And it needed to have that turn to, hey, everything's all good and surfs up type of attitude. And now all of a sudden it's, oh shit. We just we just got rocked by this guy and he is on us. So I feel like that's how you do it. You make the tables turn, and that's how you do it.
well, I'm just saying, I think they should have had a little bit more of this earlier in the movie, like some hints of this. Not, you know, not obviously like this big speech, but like some more, you know, to his character. I think.
Yeah, now we find out he's got a philosophy.
That's all I'm saying. Yeah.
So, Wes, do you think Wes, that he means it, that he in his own head believes what he's saying?
Oh,
I think like a lot of people, I think like a lot of people that are into that adrenaline junkie lifestyle, whether it be into, you know, robbing things or doing drugs, they believe it the moment they're delivering it at that moment. And that people like that, they tend to shift, you know, as their mood shifts. So in that moment,
you
do I
actually
believe
said something there,
Yeah.
Wes, is because they live in the moment.
Yeah. That's the way, you know, people in that lifestyle live.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I can see that. Just tell me the truth, Johnny.
I'm almost wondering if it would have been even a better movie if they hadn't even bothered with the philosophy and they just said, yeah, we're just a bunch of bank robbers and that's what we're into it for. I just wonder what that would have looked like, you know, because this kind of gives them a manifesto, as if it was just, fuck it, we're just into this for the thrills and the money, you know.
Well, I've seen Glug. I mean, granted, I know this is not a comic book, but I've seen really great villains who do that just for the thrill. They're called the Rogues from the Flash comic books: Captain Cold, Heatwave, Golden Glider, Mirror Master, and Weather Wizard. They're literally a gang of rogues, and they basically they love the thrill of, you know, of like a heist and of a robbery. They try to like they do have bizarre stances of code where they try to, you know, not get as many, I guess you could say, ordinary citizens involved. So this scene, you know, it does remind me a little bit of the Rogues from the Flash, and people are in the comments probably the child their trouble show. Don't look to the Rogues for the show for an example, but the books, many great comics involving the Rogues, and I feel like this is just the Point Break version of the Rogues.
What was that middle thing you said?
About the Rogues?
Just fucking with you. That was a long one.
No. It's just comparing.
You're right, though. I think
things.
it is good connection.
Thank you. I'm just trying to have a good defense for what works and what doesn't for this movie. Because as much as I love this movie, I have no problem saying what doesn't. And I love, even though like it's like fight, because even though right before that shit hits the fan again, these guys totally get into bromance city in this scene. Because they're all over the movie chart. We're falling down the sky together, man. Look at us. We're falling down the sky. And yes, Just Joe.
Perfectly good airplane.
Another besides Bill Paxton, Mr. Swayze, R.I.P. Man. He's still Bogey, but we'll rest in peace, Bogey.
And he learned and these guys learned to skydive too. I think I read something like 45 jumps or 55 jumps. That he was a natural at just to get all these scenes, you can't just do one jump. So
no,
and that's what makes more of the undercover cop stuff believable, because he's taking the time to learn to do all these things. Because once again, if you gotta be a cop, you gotta commit. I may not be a cop, but I would imagine to be undercover, you gotta really sell yourself as you're part of something, rather than who's this Joe Schmo who's just kind of hang out with us all of a sudden. I feel like, once again, if they didn't know he's a cop at the scene, they would be like, hey, look, this guy is one of the skydivers just like us.
Yeah, but the thing I have with this, Nick, is that he didn't know they were skydivers before this morning.
Oh yeah, yeah. Good point.
He is a newbie and being, told, here, put this, and then they play the shell game with parachutes, so he doesn't know which parachute he's getting. Yeah. And then he puts it on, and I've watched some, YouTube videos of what can go wrong in a skydive. There are so many ways you can screw up when you get up to the terminal velocity. This body position that these guys are using is all really carefully planned, and they don't move, accidentally. That's dangerous. So, I know people who've tried to go into those indoor skydiving places where you get in a tube with a fan under the floor, and it blows really, 100 to 120 mile an hour wind up in the tube. And you're brought in there by people who know what they're doing, and then they let go of you, and all hell breaks loose. And that happens.
I've seen the ones they use in the poorer areas where they use the wood chipper at the bottom.
Yeah, yeah, that's yeah.
So it's not the skydiving that's the problem, Richard. It's the hitting the ground at high speed that's usually the problem.
Well, yeah, that is the only problem. But my problem is that this is close to being a Mary Sue situation for him, because he doesn't have a clue. Suddenly he can skydive and free fall, and then later we find out he's like, I'm a skydiving god. And we'll see why he says that.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm free.
Well, you guys have gone skydiving before?
I have.
You have? I went to go skydiving just after my senior year of high school, and I went with my buddies to go, my cousin and my friend, and fit out all the paperwork. Watch the video, like the video they show you, like if you die, your family can't sue us, and all that stuff, and like then they were like, "Oh, you weigh too much," because I was like 25. What was like 25 pounds too heavy or whatever. Which, that was a long time ago. But, yeah, I remember being like all totally bummed out. I had to wait down and wait for them to jump and all that shit. I was totally stoked to go do it.
Damn, dude, I'm sorry.
Oh, it's
fun. I'm just wondering about this, how long it takes them to get down here, because they couldn't have been that high up in that plane.
14,000 feet.
15,000, you think?
Yeah, like 14 to 15,000 feet is a standard jump.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't remember what
There's a lot
number.
of stuff going on this fall in this dive here.
Yeah,
because
one of
usually
these
you get like
I know one of these two jumps. I know one of these two jumps was analyzed by the Mythbusters, and they blew it out of the water. That they would have had to have jumped from well over 20,000 feet to have had that much free fall. Yeah. I forget which jump it is that they did. But this is one of the things they said was absolutely busted. But I don't care, because
it's Hollywood fun movie.
It's stuff, Hollywood. I mean, it's like the guy who shoots the revolver 8 times without reloading, or 12 times without reloading.
Would never have used a parachute. They should have got Chuck Norris for this.
Okay,
right.
It's more believable than Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom.
Right.
So
it is.
I guess
That's
we
true.
should say we're going to use the Andre from Midnight's Edge argument and say, select scenes you turn your brain on, select scenes you turn your brain off. Because Andre's used that recently. I think maybe that's a good way to describe.
It's a fun scene. The scene works.
It is a fun scene.
It does work.
Yes, and it does work. And they needed it to last that long for it to work.
Yes, they did, to make it feel like, like it meant something, of course.
Well, again, like his first surfing scene with Tyler, you watch him get better during the scene. In this, he also gets better at skydiving on the way down. So this is the only way they could set up the second skydive to make it even remotely believable. So I'm not gonna complain about it. I just point out, it's a little excessive.
Yeah, I can see why you say it. I love the scene, so
I love it
keep
too.
you with it. Yeah,
I
I
love
can
it
see
this
why
way.
you say so. You're right in the sense it is.
But I still love the scene. I just recognize, don't expect to jump out of an airplane at 15,000 feet and have that much time in free fall. You will go splat.
Yeah. Oh no, you will be flatter than pancake. You are correct. I mean, I've been skydiving. I did it once. I did it with my girlfriend and a few friends last September 2021. It's a great time,
Ooh.
and I want to do it again. The first thing I did when I got in the plane, we were up in the sky. The first thing I did was look down. I'm like, I want to go first. I want to go first. And I'm like, can you like put me by the edge of the door so like when we open the door, I can see straight down. And I was just like, because they're like, oh man, he just really wants to look down. And that's all I want to do.
You want it out.
I want to see the view, and seeing that view blew my mind. It was absolutely amazing. I got some photos I saved. I saved some slick photos. I'll post it on my Twitter and Gilded, so people could check out. But yeah, it was absolutely awesome. That whole jump, and we did do some moves in the sky. Not as long as these guys did in Point Break, but we did do some sweet moves. I will say that there was a few, not 30 of them, but I'd say like 5 of them. And then we had to, get ready to land and the landing was fun. I love doing the landing. I was able to do like a badass, dropping on the ground like I was in a comic book movie drop. So I was completely with it. But we got some super chats again. Christian Delorme with another $2. Nick freaking Weiser. Hail to Hail Christian. And then Mr. Gregory for 40 something. I don't know. Swayze was awesome here. Hasn't done a lot lately, though. Well, that's because of
Too soon, man. Too soon.
Kind of tough. Yeah.
Thanks, Grant.
He's away somewhere decomposing himself.
Yeah, someone mentioned Gilded.
Rude.
Everyone drank. That's right, 6.
And here's the scene here. He says, Swayze says, I really do hate violence. But his performance is awesome in this movie. Those deliveries, great.
It shows a real hard side here.
Yeah, this is why I need Rosie. I could never do that, man. She was my woman. Couldn't hold the knife to her throat. So yeah, and his performance is, you really feel for the, his character here. So he gets the job done. That's for sure. So. Mads is definitely right that he's the best actor in this movie.
Someone else agrees. This is where Bodhi shows his bitch ass. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. That's what I've been trying to say. What's up, Brian? How you doing?
Yes, he's not a one-dimensional character. He's
not, but he's still a bitch. I agree he's not a one-dimensional character. I 800% agree. And I obviously he's greatly acted in the part. I just think he's a bitch. That's all.
And he looks like Thor there, man. He could, if God rest his soul, man. Swayze could have been Thor in the MCU.
Yeah, he could have been.
How tall was he?
He's 4'2".
He's 4'2". Yeah.
No, he's not.
Where's Hansy Ramsey? Yeah, he doesn't.
Hansy Ramsey?
Wow.
I'm kind of wondering what's going to be a better Thor movie: Thor: Love and Thunder or Adventures in Babysitting.
I'll vote for Adventures in Babysitting.
Probably.
Oh, Lord.
It's got Elizabeth Shue in it.
The Killer Rush. Dude, Killer Rush. It's a Killer Rush, man. I love that. I'm ready for Steel. Yeah, dude.
He was 5'10".
5'10"? Okay.
Bullshit.
So he's taller than me. Okay.
He's not. He's Hollywood 5'10".
Well,
yeah. Supposedly Arnold was listed his height at 6'2", and I guess he's more like 5'9".
Mrs. Redshirt has stood next to Arnold Schwarzenegger when he was governor of California. He is no 6'2", let me tell you.
Yeah, my sister-in-law worked for the state then. She met him, and he's like, nah, he's not 6'2", not even close.
So what do you think then? 5'10"? For Arnie? No, yes?
I think more like 5'8".
5'8". Oh, so
he's taller than.
Steroids do make you shrink.
More ways than one. And then Mr. Gregory for another 40. I don't even know what country it is. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not informed on this stuff. Swayze said about Rosie. No, but he's in Australia.
Australia?
Yeah. Swayze said about Rosie, she is like the wind. Thank you, Mr. Grant. Grant, I should just get you on this panel.
I think that's
Fuck
the
are
new
you doing,
digital
dude?
currency that with the social credit score that we're all getting. I think that's what that is.
Yeah,
Whoops,
because if
sorry.
it was just Australian money, it would say Australian AUS.
Aren't you 6 foot 2 wide? Said you. Well, after he got out of office, yeah, he let himself go when he was in office, and then he got in shape again, and then all of a sudden he had that one amazing scene, that one not kind of decent movie called Escape Plan, where he's like, "You hit like a vegetarian," and you're like, "That is so fucking funny," because that makes no sense. Like, how do you get hit by Sylvester Stallone and then say you get hit by a vegetarian? Because if I got hit by Stallone, I'd probably be dead.
Dude, by the way, Escape Plan was a lot better than I thought it was going to be. I actually enjoyed the movie.
No, it's not. It's not a bad movie. It's just, it's all right. But I love that scene, though. I love that.
It was
scene.
more logically consistent than this fucking thing.
Nah.
I remember when money used to look like that.
Dude.
There's
I think it
enough
was
in
at
that box to
98,
get you-
99 where they changed the appearance of the bills.
There's
98,
enough in that
99.
box to buy you a gallon of gas today.
Maybe half a
Half a
tank.
gallon, maybe. Yeah.
Thorify yourself with the fifth. Oh god, yeah. I don't even want to travel down that well.
Non sequitur, but Wes, I'm sure you'll be glad they've added the extra digit to the pumps in California.
Oh, they
reprogrammed to add an extra digit so they can have double-digit gas.
Oh my god!
Yeah. Our gas is like $4.45 right now.
Yeah, well, they're heading for $10 in California. So.
Yes, I paid $5.49 today for it. Yeah, that was the cheapest place I could find. Everywhere else, it's over $6.
Wow.
Anyways, sorry, I know the gas sucks, but
yeah, it's like 420 here.
Movie man. Oh shit! And we got another one here from Just Joe 47 for $5. Congratulations! Ever check out the original Rollerball? That's the only one that exists with James Caan.
Yep.
Found sports action with a message about individualism versus corporations. Love that movie. Bill Wong.
That's not the only one. There's another
rollerball. There is only one.
There's only one.
Guys. No, like definitively, there's another one with the dude from American Pie.
No,
there's not.
No.
It's like Highlander 2. There is no Highlander.
Does
2.
not exist.
The Quickening? There sure shit is the Quickening.
Anyway, I saw Rollerball at the Rollerball when it came out at the cinema. And
So that's what it sounds like when a Scotsman slurs.
Yes, I was rolling your balls. Yes. Rollerball.
You know what sucks is we're probably actually living the Highlander 2 plot right now.
Oh God!
With a bit of rollerball thrown in, I think. Yes. A bit of rollerball.
No.
Aliens have landed. Yep.
Thank you, Joe, for the $5. I do appreciate it, sir. Thank you very much. And now, dude, I love once again another great shoot 'em up scene. Once again, I don't know
who the hell is
guns.
that?
That's the guy who is the undercover cop.
Oh, okay.
Or he was off duty.
That's right.
If I'm correcting myself, off duty. He was off duty. He was helping out.
I thought it was Keanu's double.
No, he's the one who's the handyman in this scene.
Highlander 2.
Handying.
The handying.
Handlander 2.
Handlander 2.
There can be only one hand.
And it's got to be the handy of the Randy. Sean Connery will destroy the sky.
Well, of course it is.
Yeah, Sean, then he'll just disappear.
Sean Connery's a big.
Well, that was naughty.
It was just magic, you know. It's just a kind of magic. I got paid millions for this shit.
That's a big hand there.
Yeah, it's a big
hand. Andy Randy right there. Yeah.
Fucking great.
Cameo.
God damn it, dildo. The chair is very generous to nickel James out to a whole gallon.
Well,
okay. I gotta admit that was funny.
Mortgage. You'll get a mortgage for a gallon of gas. Yeah.
Mad Max zone coming soon, right? Yeah.
Burglar alarm. I wonder if the burglar alarm went off in this.
Oh yeah. Okay, I'll give you that one, Sonny. That was good. That was good. Still a great shoot 'em out though. Still great because now you see once again now that this is what happens when they break the whole protocol, you know, their whole rules and ethics and everything. They get cocky in their plan and shit goes wrong. Shit goes wrong. And
Surprise! Look.
Oh,
Oops,
oh.
he's got a gun. I'm still waiting for the bit where he dances with the 16-year-old girl. I haven't seen it yet.
I wonder, Grant. Not that you traveled down that well, but I wonder.
Was that actually Reagan? It was. We determined earlier it was Reagan and Nixon wearing the masks. Wasn't Jimmy Carter though, because
no,
he's not competent enough to do this.
He shot Richard. No. Oh, bulletproof vest, man. It saves you life.
Oh, I hate it when they call it that.
Well, what they call that on what they call it on the team?
What is it's ballistic? Like it's not bulletproof whatsoever.
No.
Like there's a rating on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
There are bullets that won't stop and bullets
Yeah.
that will stop.
Okay. I mean, I didn't know. So.
Yeah. And by the way, that's only the sappy plate as well, like which is only going to cover like your major organs, like you're gonna have like your heart, and that's about it.
Okay. Appreciate that.
It's like a straight jacket. It isn't really straight. It's a lie. I mean,
It's not spelled correctly either.
Dude, you know what's another good Keanu movie that nobody talks about?
What?
Street Kings.
Great fucking movie.
Yeah.
Nobody talks about that flick.
What do they call you? They call me Quicks,
They even
man.
get a sequel.
Hold on. What do they call you? They call me Quicks, man. Huh, not quick enough. Sorry. That's my favorite line in the whole movie. If anybody's seen it, they know what it is, and it's fucking fantastic. Huh, not quick enough.
Quick enough.
Oh, it's so good.
They
call me Quicks, man. Oh, Forrest Whitaker's in it. He plays. Anyway, I don't want to give it away.
No, is it for Lazy Eye Whitaker?
Yeah,
yeah.
He plays a character named Lazy Eye.
Yeah, that's just running. It's about the same dude that did like Training Day and
Oh shit, I love Training Day.
Fuqua.
It's not on that level.
Fuqua.
Antoine Fuqua.
No, not him. The dude that wrote it.
Sheridan?
Oh yeah.
The white
Sheridan.
guy. He's a white guy.
Taylor Sheridan.
That's not
Taylor
it.
Sheridan, yeah.
That doesn't feel right.
Hold on, Street Kings.
I'm looking.
Look at that
David
face.
Ayer?
He looks like he's grabbing by the balls
David Ayer
there.
might have written it.
If you go back that shot mark,
No,
it looks like
James
he's grabbing his
Elroy.
balls.
James Elroy, yes.
That's not who
He's
I'm
the
thinking of.
guy who wrote L.A. Confidential.
I
There's
love
a lot of novels.
L.A.
Guys,
Confidential is one of my favorites.
This is the shot that you clip and you make some make some memes out of right here. This is your meme photo right here. He looks like he's grabbed by the balls. Like, how you like that? How's that feel? Should I build up a little harder? That how's that handy right there? My hand's name is Randy. How you like that, Utah?
I'm gonna get up your ass, and I mean physically.
Well, we had that fun Rocky clip
right
last
now.
week, right? Yep.
Oh, that Rocky clip was legendary.
Oh my god, yeah.
So now 2 weeks in a row, Mark got another legendary shot of a very interpretable, scene.
David Ayer, that's who I was thinking about, dude. He's one of my favorites, man. He did End to Watch, which is one of my favorite movies of all time. End to Watch. You want to see some actual, like, legit cop work, like a good depiction of what cops do? Oh, End to Watch is legit. Loved it. Cry every time. And Fury, one of my favorite war movies. One of my favorite, military movies. Fury, it's amazing. Yeah, he has good stuff, dude.
Nice. I want to watch it.
Yeah, this is Gary Busey's scene right here. I want to tell you something.
Tell us.
I was in this bureau when you were still popping zits on your funny face. And jack it off to the lingerie section of the Sears catalog. And there's one thing I learned out of all these years that you still haven't got.
I've seen The Wire, man. I've rewatched The Wire so many times.
Boom.
Respect your elders.
I never finished The Wire. I got like all the way to like the last season. I was like, I don't want it to end, so I stopped watching it.
It's good. I don't like the new one. The We Own This City or whatever. Like they forgot
it's not
about
very
characters. No, they forgot that the great thing about The Wire is like we cared about the people in it, and they have no interest in making us even like the people in the show.
Yeah.
So look at that one last ride. But except it wasn't the last ride. It wasn't.
Yep.
But oh man, I love these type of scenes because like you feel like it's gonna be the big final showdown, but it's not because and unfortunately we see Mr. Pappas go because, well, you know, sometimes there's this thing called stakes and they happened and Pappas had to go in order for Utah to finish the mission. I remember thinking, and then of course one of my absolute favorite freaking scenes, which we're not far away from, when they're up in the sky. I mean, it's even better than the skydiving scene because it's absolute batshit crazy. No human being should ever do that. But then he screams like, "Fuck it! I'm gonna do it anyway." Like when he jumps off. You know what? See, we're not far from it. You guys know what I'm getting at.
Yep.
Yeah,
Coming
okay.
up, yep.
I
Oh, yeah.
If you guys are coming, like, if you're falling asleep on me or some shit. I was like,
No.
Alive here? Bueller?
Holly Smoot Tariff, that was the answer, but yeah.
The guy you killed was an off-duty cop. I can already hear his voice saying all these lines. He's totally got the most he totally had the most 90s voice. And they all had the most 90s like hair where they all had the perm job or it was bleached blonde too. They all had mega perms. They loved the flannels around the waist too. That was a big 90s trope. Thanks, grunge. That was that.
Yeah.
Go ahead, red shirt.
They could have called this movie Hairspray too.
Oh my god!
Are y'all? You guys watching Barry?
Hell yeah!
I haven't seen season 3
love
yet.
That show. Holy, I
haven't watched
knew
this
nothing
last
about it.
episode yet. I'm looking forward to watching.
Binge the first 2 seasons in a week. That show is awesome.
Yeah, we were watching it, and then it's like such a long hiatus. We just haven't got back to season.
Oh,
3
dude.
yet.
It's man, the fighting, the gunplay in it. Oh, dude, it's so fucking good. Like I was legit impressed by how well they did depicting like, oh, dude, the fight with him in the kickboxing guy. Oh, dude, check out Barry. It's good. I'm not really liking the 3rd season though. I don't like how
it's really
they're
dark
going.
and it's
Yeah.
going down a way that
I don't like
I don't
this.
think they should have gone.
Nuh-uh.
So the
No.
first 2 seasons weren't dark. I'm only asking because I remember seeing the trailer and thinking it looks, I wouldn't say very dark, but moderately dark.
There's more levity to it.
Okay.
Like the
there's
bald guy is fucking hilarious.
Oh yeah, Hank. Soho Hank.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
dude, fucking
Russian,
hilarious. Yeah.
but he also has a little sugar in his tank. Okay, a lot.
He was also on Gotham, but yeah, it's season 3 is really weird.
Yeah, I'm not liking it because there's no redeemable like part of it. Like the thing about Barry
It's like,
was
how
that
do
even
you
though
come
he's this
back from what
hitman,
he's doing? How do you
right?
come back from that?
You can't.
Yeah.
See, yeah. Very true.
Well, maybe
Only
I should
because
watch
I
it.
tell
Is it on
him,
HBO
Hansi.
Max?
Yeah. It's on
Only
HBO
because I
Max.
tell them what to
All
watch.
right. You know what, Matt? I'll check out an episode tomorrow. Thank you.
Yeah, Barry's
I'll let
really
you,
good.
I'll
man.
let you know. I'll
Hey,
try to get
I
season
suggested
1
it too.
done.
It's all Mad's got. Yeah, just let him have it. It's all
I
he's got.
agree, Grant. Like I dread seeing it now.
Hmm.
Now,
Why do you think
if
it
I
changed
watch
like that?
if I watch season 1, I like it, and I watch season 2, am I satisfied to just leave at that and just pretend another season? Because I don't want to invest in another show and then there's a season full of shit.
Yeah, you'll be okay stopping at season 2. It there'll be some things open that you would like. Oh, I'd like a little
Did it
closure.
change writers or a showrunner or something? I mean, why is it? So
I don't
different?
know, man. I don't know why they went like because like the thing is like they're even though he's this hitman or whatever, but there's always like a redeeming quality about him. Like you could see his struggle with wanting to be good, with wanting to be a good person, but just always being trapped in these horrible situations. But that is completely gone now, and he's just an asshole. He's just a bad fucking dude, and he doesn't see it. And he's completely
he's
lost
gone
his
off the
fucking
deep end
mind.
this season.
Yeah.
He's completely off the deep end.
Okay, unless this is a joke here, I wish it maybe is. I don't know what this means, so
I don't
maybe
either.
you guys know. Okay.
Well, here's
Must
something
be a
interesting.
joke.
He was the personal assistant to Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh,
the guy
nice.
who plays Barry.
The guy who plays Barry with the
Bill Hader?
Ani.
Yeah, he's got some amazing. Bill Hader has got some great Schwarzenegger stories and a
Bill
spot-on
Hader-
impression.
Dude, okay, so the three I think of when I think of fuck me, dude. The other two guys, they were in Horrible Bosses. You got Ted Lasso, and then you have the other one. Who's the other one? Oh, the one from Arrested Development, right?
Jason Bateman.
Yeah, Jason Bateman, Ted
Jason
Lasso,
Bateman, yeah.
and you have Barry. I forgot his name too, right? Those three guys.
Yeah,
'cause they're
Charlie
all from-
Day.
No,
Jason
not Charlie
Sudeikis.
Day. Jason Sudeikis.
Sudeikis,
The one from Arrested Development. I forgot who you said. Ted
It's
Lasso.
Jason Bateman. He's an
Okay, yeah, those three, right? Because they came from that same time period of SNL. And Barry, I forgot his name. Barry is always the least
Bill
one
Hader.
to me. Bill Hader. I do not like him. I don't like his almost any of his skits that he does because he's very big. I don't like big in my comedy. And so I was like, dude, Barry's gonna suck. Got into Barry. I'm like, holy shit, this dude's a genius. Like, I fucking love it because he's directing a lot of it. He's writing a lot of it. Like, it's really good. Like, I was really shocked at how much I enjoy Bill Hader.
Well, I'm just checking out something. This guy's got what a hero. His first.
I
job-
love this scene right here. He's like, "Fuck it." What do you say? Like, "Fuck it," and I'm gonna do it. So he says
James
some
Bond
line
shit.
like,
James
"Yeah,
Bond level shit,
this is the most batshit craziest thing to do," and he just goes for it. And obviously, I'm sure the realisticness of the scene out of 1 to 10 is an absolute 0, but I fucking love this scene. The fact that he manages. Go
Yeah,
ahead,
this
Mark.
is where Are You Crazy? But Are You Crazy Enough comes back to haunt Bodie.
Now, wait.
Because he really is. He's crazy enough to jump out of an airplane without a parachute.
Yeah.
But you know
How
what?
often does that
Earlier
work?
On, he said take the plane to 4,000
not that I've heard of.
feet. He said 4,000 feet earlier. Take the plane
Yeah.
up to 4,000.
Right.
That you'd be hitting the ground in 5 seconds.
Yeah.
or
Hey, good night.
And I think this
Jacob.
is the one. I think this is the scene that MythBusters busted
Yeah,
because
it's just
of what you just
4,000.
said.
How?
They said 4,000 feet, and this takes much longer to fall than it takes to fall from 4,000 feet.
What? No.
It's too long. It's too long.
And it's not like, you can see the parachutes underneath their shirts or anything, right? They
No,
did a
it's
good
not
job
the
covering
parachute. It's
that up.
that it's the free fall takes.
No, I
the free
get
fall
that.
is
You can,
longer.
though, you can.
I always get that. I was taking a shot at how you can see the parachutes underneath
I
their shirts.
question the commitment, Mads, of stuntmen who are not willing to jump out of the plane without it.
Yeah, I agree.
Come on, for the good of the movie.
Wes,
Hey,
any objections?
Why do you actually need a parachute? The other guy has one. All you got to do is
Exactly.
get to him.
Yes.
Don't
That's
miss.
what we're filming anyways.
Besides, the ground's quite sandy. It's softer,
Hey,
Yeah,
Wes.
You can always CGI in one, right?
I'm gonna have
Roll
Wes.
when you hit.
I'll see what Wes's thoughts are on this crazy scene.
Oh, they would have been dead.
That's it. They would have been dead.
Yeah,
Not they roll.
but it is it's good filmmaking for sure.
Oh yes.
I think
Yeah,
it's awesome.
James Cameron did a great job.
You goddamn, you are one radical
He
son of a
admires him.
bitch.
He admires him for that. Yeah.
You radical son of a bitch. Oh, wait, I'm a radical. Oh, the 90s dialogue. That's why I call it 90s dog. It works so beautifully in this movie. Even those 91s, like they were like, this is what the 90s, a lot of 90s guys are going to sound like.
What year was this? 91?
Yeah, so it's shot in 90, obviously, because obviously this is the same year as T2. So they're probably filmed along. I wouldn't be surprised if they were maybe filmed within months or weeks of each other. Maybe T2 got done first, and then this movie after, or vice versa. I don't know.
Dude, The Silence of the Lambs came out. By the way, have you ever, what I always find fun is like going like, all right, let me check out what came out in 1991 versus what came out in 2021. or 2011. And the difference is just night and day of how many classic movies that we still talk about today from the 90s. And then if you look at what's being made now, you're like, nobody remembers any of these things. It was 2 years ago.
But there's so many movies coming out now, I think, that just go under the radar that may be good that we'll never hear about. And all the ones that are highly publicized are garbage.
It's more of it's what's good that's out there. You actually have to kind of go. You actually go find it now. It's not something that gets put in front of you. Like obviously Chris Gore from Film Threat, he's good at putting those type of movies out there of what's good and makes people aware of it. And even apparently, I know Paulie mentioned actually a David Ayer flick. He recommended that I check out. There's another one he mentioned. I think it was called like RRR. I was meaning to go see it.
The David Ayer, was it Tax Collectors?
It was on Netflix recently. Do you know which one was on Netflix recently? Okay.
David Ayer has a lot of great movies, though.
Okay, well, it was a recent one, and I know he put it in front of comics division, and I know comics, obviously, he has his opinion.
Oh, that was Tax Collector.
Comics loved it.
Yeah, that's Tax Collector. Yeah.
Okay.
Which was good. It was interesting, for sure. The Tax Collector, yeah. But it's not one of his best movies. Like I said, his best 2 movies for me is going to be, I know Training Day, a lot of people are going to say, but like for me, End of Watch and Fury are both better than Training Day. Training Day, I guess, I like rewatching it, it doesn't work on replay for me.
I love it on replay. I've watched it a lot actually, but hey, all good.
I like this little coda to the film because they could have ended it where he and Tyler embrace and Bodhi rides off into the dust and the horizon in the Jeep. But no, he's got to follow him across the world. And finally, the next year, he finds him in Australia waiting for that wave, that 50-year wave. And I thought that was Johnny in a nutshell. It's like, I don't give up.
But this is the hardest part of the movie to accept as real because there is no such place as Australia. So it's entirely fictional. How could there possibly be surfing in Australia?
Oh my god!
I mean, I've never been there.
He looks like John Wick. He looks more like John Wick in this scene. When I rewatch this scene, I'm like, it almost looks like this movie's like, okay, this movie started off as Point Break and later on became John Wick or the prequel to John Wick. He's yawning here.
Because you look at him, it looks like he hasn't cut his hair more than a couple of times in the last year.
Yes.
He's been surfing every day. Because Bodhi asked him, "You still surfing?" And he says, "Every day." So he's actually adopting Bodhi's lifestyle, but he won't let this thing go.
He finished the mission.
Exactly.
Yes. No, I love. Once again, that's another thing that I do love. That's why I feel like once again maybe the Andre turn your brain on off thing works because we have the stuff that's very questionable at the airplane, but we have this whole really cool character, Johnny Utah, filled with all these great traits that he doesn't give up, and that's determination, great heroism that I love. So that's why I feel like once we're turn your brain on for that stuff,
and also, after he gets Bodhi hooked up with the handcuffs, and Bodhi comes completely unglued. No, this can't happen. Mm-hmm. He knows that Bodhi is going to die by degrees in prison. He knows that will be hell on earth for him. And when he says, "Look, man, let me just catch one wave. Just one. I can't go anywhere. There's cliffs at either side. What am I going to do? Paddle to New Zealand?" So, after they fight, he gets him hooked up. Bodhi thinks he's beating the crap out of him. All Johnny's doing is making sure he gets the handcuff on Bodhi's wrist. Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden, Bodhi realizes, holy shit, I'm caught. And he lets him go. Yeah. He lets him go get his one wave, and it eats him. His once-in-a-lifetime wave is the end of his lifetime. And this is such a. I mean, this is the ending I wanted for the film, much more than the previous scene with Johnny gets the girl, Bodhi gets away. I'm like, no, that's not the end. It can't be the end of this film.
See, that would have hurt the movie. Like for my score of the movie, that would have hurt the score if that was the end of it. That actually would I would say a good movie that fell short on greatness. If that would have been the ending, I think this is a strong third act right here. Even though I guess you could say the airplane scene and this are both the third act, but I guess you could say the second half of the third act. I love this very last scene. I think it's great. You really feel that they're at the peak of their tension at that scene, even though they've been away from each other for so long. You can tell there's no love lost.
Yeah, they could have done this as if we see it all the time now, especially from Marvel. They could have done this scene as a post-credit scene.
Oh yeah,
and everybody that left the theater at the beginning of the credits would be going, "Oh shit!"
Yeah, it just came out today. This was an original movie that came out today. There would definitely been a post-credit scene showing somehow that Bogey survived. That would have been the post-credit scene easily.
That's one of those things. Like now, anytime I watch old movies, I have to remind myself that there isn't going to be a post-credit scene.
Right.
And it's really funny, and I don't know if it's because I was always taught you should stay through the credits as a way of thanking the people that worked on the film. But the fact is even when we were kids, there were movies that had additional scenes long before Marvel. And so I got into the habit of never leaving until the very fucking final logo.
Yeah, I Google now to see if there's an after credit scene. So
that's smart too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the first movie I remember with an after credit scene was
Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
No, well, I don't necessarily if I remember
that.
I remember like go to the theater and remembering there's an after credit scene was 10 Things I Hate About You.
Oh, wait, what? 10 Things I Hate About You?
Mm-hmm.
Bueller was just going to say it was great.
It's a modern take on.
Yeah. No, I dated a chick in high school that loved that fucking movie. Had Heath Ledger in it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You're just too good to be true. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's Taming of the Shrew by Shakespeare.
Yeah.
Bueller was awesome in the movie. I was watching. I went to see that. It was out, and then people were running back into the theater when that scene came up. Then he's like, "No, you can leave now. Go, everyone, get out of here." Everyone was like, "What the fuck? What the hell? Yeah, why are you still here?" Everyone's like, "What the fuck is going on in this movie?"
The
most
Gray
people
has
never seen that before. Yeah,
Wayne's World. Shanatsky just brought it up. Shanatsky said that Wayne's World has tons of post-credit scenes.
I guess, but The Gray even has The Gray is one of my favorite movies as well. By the way, love The Gray.
Wait, what is it?
The Gray with Liam Neeson.
Oh, The Gray. Fuck yeah,
love that movie.
Yes,
I think the marketing for it fucked it over because they made it look like it's Taken but with wolves. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because they show them taping up the glass bottles and shit, ready to fight a wolf. But that's not even. That's at the very end, and it doesn't go the way you think it's going to go. But then there's an after credit scene as well, which is really interesting.
That's like anything with Liam Neeson.
Let's spoil it, Matt, and just explain that they're both dying. I'm going to spoil it.
Oh,
they're both dead at the end. They're dying.
There's a post-credit.
Yeah, that's all I was saying. Post-credit. If you haven't seen The Gray, check it out, dude. It's one of my favorite
survival.
movies.
It's a survival against nature thing.
Yeah, but
they had a very independent budget too, and they pulled it off.
And with that, we are nearing the end scene. I posted in the comment in the chat, folks. Give out your scores. I'll read off a few fairly quickly. Newbomb Turk, 75 out of 100, C+. Cheesy Bird Moose says a surfing movie, I'd say 420. Sentient Dildo, I give this coming out the closet story a 69 out of 69.
It's very homoerotic, yes.
Yeah, fucking handsy ranzy.
What was he saying? The Gray is inaccurate as hell. Those balls would be normal size taped to my little hand. Count is as a prequel to the Hurt Locker. I give this 10 Mads out of 10. Use your name.
Oh wow.
Oh, that's great.
Joke. Haven't heard one of those before. Yay, you.
Yeah. And with that, again,
Gary, our hero.
Yes, Gary.
You're not gonna like my scores.
No, go for it.
Because I don't really consider this film very toxic. It's not an overly manly film, even though it's males. I only give it about a 6 on toxic masculinity, and I give it about a 5 to 6. I'll give it a 6 on because I like a lot of the action scenes in it.
Okay.
as far as my overall score for the film. But I will bump that up to a 9 as far as Patrick Swayze and Keanu being fucking awesome. So the stars get 9, the movie gets 6, and about a 6 for toxic masculinity.
All right, killer. Mark.
Yeah, I give this like a B plus. That's like a 85. Yeah, so it's a fun movie to watch. Some of it's a little thin. Hey, clobbering times. And plot's a little thin. And
Fuck you, Clobby.
The plot's a little thin.
I mean, nice, yeah. But the I love the bank robbery stuff with the the ex presidents, and there's some awesome scenes in this movie. Plot's a little thin. Yeah, but it's there's some great scenes, fun stuff. Swayze's awesome. I don't like Busey too much in this movie. Yeah, toxic. Yeah, not really toxic. So give it a 6, even though one of the ladies is saying there's too much testosterone here. But yeah, not really toxic. But it's a fun.
Hey, Mark.
Fun. Yep.
I got a question for you. Do you think that if Gary Busey had done the hee-haw thing that he does, it would have made him more likable?
Maybe, right? Yeah.
I think if a topless girl had come out of a cake, it would have made it the perfect movie.
Oh,
Under Siege.
Under Siege. Yes. Now there's a toxic film.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of the best.
That was a good Toxic Tuesday. Yeah. But yeah, no, good flick, and I can see why some people really like. Excuse me, really like this one, but little thin for me in spots. So, but good.
Your hair.
It's a good watch.
I was going to use that joke about myself.
Well, Mad, why don't you go ahead and have your take at this?
I give it one handy Randy hand.
What?
Yep, because
not a handsy Ramsey.
Nope. Once you see it, yeah, you're gonna remember it. It's not functional in any sense, but like it can do things. It can poke something. I guess that would be like Patrick Swayze. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, it's completely useless. It's illogical almost throughout. Patrick Swayze is the only good thing about this, and James Cameron's directing is beautiful. But other than that, guys, this is a waste of a Toxic Tuesday. There are so much better things. Have y'all even seen Miami Connection? Exactly.
No.
How about Miami Blues?
Right, gross.
Miami
like
Blues
anything
is a
by David
great
Ayer,
movie.
10 times better than
Great
this.
movie.
Anything by David Ayer would be 10 times better than this. Fury.
I disagree.
And to watch.
I disagree strongly, actually. Suicide Squad sucked, a fat one. And then there's that one that Will Smith movie called Bright. That shit sucked.
I love Bright. I don't want to hear that. That's the one thing I'm mad that I'm gonna be a Bright too.
Okay, maybe I was being a little hyperbolic when I said anything by David Ayer, but any of like the top tier David Ayer.
Hyperbolic when you said hyperbolic.
Do you not understand hyperbole?
Yes, of course I fucking do. That's why I made the joke.
I don't care for it because it made me question whether or not I knew what it meant.
Well, man,
I almost had to Google it. Like, wait, I used that right.
I appreciate your honesty despite our disagreements. I appreciate you for playing.
Yeah, I mean, I just couldn't. I had to come back tonight because I could not let this movie go on with everyone like, it's so good, it's the best.
Okay.
Truth had to be known, had to be said.
That's fine. I still stand by what I said, and you stand by what you say. It's all good.
So this is the official re-stance of Mad Mardigan.
Yeah, no, I guess you could say he's clapping down on it. Red shirt.
Don't care for it, guys. Oh, Surviving the Game. So fucking good.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Ice-T.
I would have to say that I think this movie is a little more toxic than people are giving it credit for. This is a bunch of adrenaline. I mean, balls to the wall adrenaline junkies. Johnny Utah gets a girlfriend by lying through his teeth to her about something he knows about her that he only knows because he's an FBI agent, that her parents died in a car accident. And that gets her on his side in a totally toxic way. I mean, that is about as bad as you can get. So I would give this movie about an 8.5 in toxicity. As far as greatness goes, I like I said, I almost agree with Mad. This is a movie about 3 characters with a whole bunch of supporting people just sort of in the background. And it's fun. It's a great ride. Yes, you have to turn your brain off at times so you don't notice, wait a minute, that doesn't make sense. So I'd give it about an 8 on the greatness scale.
The Last Boy Scout came out the same year.
And I liked it better.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's much better.
Backdraft came out this year too.
Great movie. Fucking phenomenal. Actually, I love Backdraft. Killer. All right, red shirt, 70s.
I do have to agree with Mad that it isn't James Cameron's best movie.
That's probably the reason why he let her take credit.
That's right.
Like, well, we got to give you credit on some movie for you to get your start. Here, take this shit movie I directed.
Yeah, you say, Catherine, you're no Penelope Spheris, but you know you can have this one. I don't think it's all that toxic. I'd say like it's maybe like a 4 out of 10 on toxicity. And whilst it's an enjoyable movie, it's not got a great deal of repeatability. So I'd give it 6 out of 10.
All right.
Need to do Stone Cold, by the way, from 1991 as well. Stone Cold with the Boz.
Brian Bosworth.
What was that movie? What was that movie?
Stone Cold, where he's a
Is that the
biker.
name of it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's undercover with a bike. Yeah, Stone Cold.
God, I remember
That's a
that.
good one.
I had just gotten to my unit when that movie came out, and it was the first thing I saw when I got there.
All right. And then Dustin.
Taking into consideration all the things said this evening, I still like this movie. I mean, it may not be a great movie, but I still like it and enjoy watching it. Like once every 10 years that I actually remember about it. But like when we decided, or when you put out there that you were going to have this for this week's movie, I was excited because I haven't seen this movie in a long time. I went back and watched it, and I'm like, it's entertaining. It kept my interest. I mean, there's an awful lot of like, what the fuck moments. Why are they doing that? I mean, it takes a considerable amount of suspension of disbelief to get through the movie. But I don't know. I think it's probably like the Patrick Swayze aspect of it. But I think I am conflicted on the toxicity because the idea that he utilized the FBI stuff to get close to her, but that's what you do in the FBI. If you're going undercover, you've got to get close to someone, even though that's pretty fucking shitty to go like, my parents died too, and then he's gonna sleep with her too. You know what I mean? So I mean that's pretty toxic.
Yeah. No. What? I mean, no. Jobs have like benefits and perks. That's a perk of his job. That's not toxic. What are you gonna get pissed at the dude that works at Dunkin' Donuts and he takes home a dozen donuts at the end of his shift? No, it's the same thing. Those equate equally. A dozen of donuts and banging some broad.
You used to work in the motor pool, didn't you, Mad?
Oh God, no! Are you kidding me?
Well, isn't that how you got your car?
Correct.
What?
All right, anything else?
I think toxicity, I probably give it a 5, run of the mill. Outside of that, it's just not that toxic to me. And I think overall greatness score is probably like 6.5, but for me, it's like a 9.
Okay.
Ooh, Captain Ron.
I'm going to have the highest score on the panel. I know I am. I'm going for it. I don't care.
When are we going to do Lost Highway?
Good question.
Women are like bonus. I mean, there is a hole.
We'll have to do Lost Highway. Women are like donuts, man.
Yeah, there's a hole and there's that glaze. There's a glaze to the hole.
Shrooms before doing it.
Yeah, when they're done right, there's a glaze to it, to that hole.
All right, Wes. Why don't you start off on your time? I'll rate this in where you rank this in 1 out of 10 toxicity, and then 1 out of 10 on the merits of the movie, in your opinion.
Let's see. Let's go qualitative first. So on a scale of like Prius to Dodge Challenger Hellcat, this is going to be a stock Mustang GT with an automatic. So it's like it sounds good and it looks good, but you're too much of a pussy to row your own gears. So I'm going to say it's a 7.5 on toxicity.
7.5 on okay.
And I think overall as a movie, there are some parts where it kind of drags a bit. But for the most part, I mean, the two leads and the story is very compelling. It's got a lot of action. It's a 7 3/4 to 8 1/4 for me.
Oh, that's high.
Yeah. I'm going to get even higher. Creed can't even go this high.
Oh my God. I could feel that coming. I could feel that joke coming.
With a handy Randy.
I mean, it would have to go into the mouth. Like it can't go around your neck.
So Mr. Gregory, you an automatic, yes. However, if the guy has one leg because he got like blown off in war or something, then it's excusable. But if I only had one leg, I'd still be driving a stick shift. Sorry.
Yeah. So I was a kid in high school who was bragging because his dad bought an automatic Porsche, and it's like, and it cost 4,000 extra. So I said, did he lose a leg in the war? Because only a fucking moron would buy an automatic Porsche. Like
my first truck was a 5-speed. Yeah. Like
shit.
Anything
else?
Know
what
Wes?
to say after that? Yep.
Yeah, I didn't drive my first automatic until the 2000s. It was always stick. Now it's hard to find stick.
Yeah,
it is.
So you drive a lot of shafts now.
Oh, I love shifting the shaft because, like, yeah.
Semi-automatic works just as well, just doesn't have a clutch.
Wow. A little bit of delay there on the upshifts.
Any final other thoughts, Wes, or will that be it?
Yeah, I thought letting him ride the wave at the end was a poignant way to end the film, and it goes to his character. And you did notice in the end scene that Bodhi looked a little bit more like Utah, and Utah looked a little bit more like Bodhi. So they kind of almost, they took on some of the characteristics of each other. Like that, there's that subtle sign of mutual respect.
You're right. I can definitely see that. Yeah, they definitely did have, even though like they drove each other crazy, there was like no slivers of respect for each other and their methods per se. Yeah. All right. Killer. I'll try to read these real quick. The Peter Venkman fan site, 5 out of 10. Not enough violence. And then you had Sentient Dildo. The plot may be thin, but the gay innuendo is thick. Then Handsy Randy, 4 out of 5 handies, 10 out of 10 toxicity.
Oh man, see, I can't agree with him. I love Handy Randy, but he's wrong on this one.
All right, and then Mr. Tickle Shark for a Canadian $2. Banging broads is like donuts. Hashtag mad lessons.
So, it would be Mad Fuchsia say. I was actually comparing the two as in like value. Mm-hmm. Not necessarily like it's the same. Like donuts and chicks aren't the same. Are they worth the same? Mm-hmm. Where are we getting the donuts from?
Yeah, and are these glazed or are they jelly filled?
Right.
It's really important to know.
Yeah, not sure. Oh man, no, I wanted good kolache.
You should get a good old kolache, man.
Might get some in the morning.
Get that. Get some.
Yeah, get that weenie in the bun. Hell yeah.
And Mr. Tickle Trunk again for another Canadian $5 says, I took fear causes hesitation, and hesitation will cause your worst fears to come true to heart once and almost got maced for it. Hashtag Point Break lessons. And then we got Mr. Grant Gregory for a 40-something in Australian. Dude, you should totally do Rutger Hauer's Blind Fury.
Yeah. Blind Fury.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I wholeheartedly agree. That will happen.
And I can share my Rutger Hauer stories because I actually met that man. And
Ooh.
And
then we have to do that. And then we got
commenting
is dangerous.
We've never done the Hitcher, have we?
We have not.
Oh my God!
We got so many we could do. It's good. Commenting is dangerous for $1.49, and he has a hot dog. Ending. Thank you for the hot dog. I like a good weenie. And then Darius Munchausen gives me his banana weenie for $1.49 with a super sticker as well. And then Toxic Man Flu. This film gets 2 6s because of all the average dicks talking and everything.
Oh my God.
Thank
Just
you,
average.
Tox. And then Toxic Man Flu again for another $5. I'm with Matt. This movie sucks more balls than Tom Cruise oiled up in blue jeans on a sandy beach while shooting a movie about choir boys. Thank you, Tox.
I agree with some of that.
I cannot wait to because of that, I cannot wait to review Top Gun Maverick. I cannot wait for it.
Oh my
man.
God.
Have
I'm
you
gonna
seen the
watch it this
trailer?
weekend.
Dude, no,
I can't
it is
wait.
it is an embarrassment to Top Gun. One, they're not even playing volleyball. Two, they
That's
got
the
girls
preview.
playing with them on the beach and football, and then they try to let them do the high five, and they fuck it up because they don't know how to do the Top Gun high five. It's an embarrassment.
Oh,
Nobody's wearing denim.
It's the new military now, though, Mad.
Fuck off. No. All I wanted, the one thing I wanted was for them to play volleyball and keep
In
tradition.
denim.
Yeah,
In
in denim.
denim.
Of course, in denim.
None of the spandex crap, right?
Full
No.
of people who are not gay men, which is
They're
ridiculous.
freaking playing on the beach and playing football, and they're wearing like capris or some bullshit, some like yoga pants.
Crocs.
Ugh.
Oh, son of a bitch. And Mr. Brian Yoder for $20 says just a
Nice.
couple suggestions to put on the Toxic Tuesday list. The Hitcher, we will. Airplane, ooh, Airplane. Yes, we should.
I would.
Yeah, and then Debbie Does Dallas. I think that's the only one of the three I haven't seen. Well, I guess all the more reason to look into it. Thank you for the
Good luck finding
$20,
that one.
Brian.
Oh, I see
that's-
some people I want to ban in the chat talking about Iron Eagle better than Top Gun.
If you're going to do Debbie Does Dallas, you need to get Wes's advice about how not to show the porn bits on screen.
Well, the first thing
thin
is
slideshow.
Don't get women that look like really flat-chested Wendy O. Williams, unattractive ladies. Yeah, that's how you don't.
Yeah,
get
Wendy O is.
All right. Noted. Cavatino says 7 out of 10, but 5 out of 10 toxicity because Bogey is wearing men's capri pants and not enough boobs.
There were not enough boobs. in this
A
movie.
couple things. Those are just capris. There's no such thing as men's capris. There's just capris.
For my scores, toxicity, I'm gonna go with the 6. We got a lot of great dudes riding the boards, dudes fighting, dudes, we see shots of the dudes without their shirts, and we also see even though he's doing it part of his job, he does some very toxic methods to get with the ladies. So it gets a 6, but it could have definitely been far, far, far more toxic. So 6 out of 10 there for the merits of the movie. I actually have rewatched this a lot in the last 10 years. So I'm going to go with a very confident 8.2 on this movie.
Wow.
Yeah. I love the performances of the
Wow.
characters. I love the adrenaline rush to this movie. And it's a very, very, obviously very, basically structured story, but how it plays out is super fun as fuck. And it does make up for the inconsistencies.
This
So
is the
I
first
enjoy
movie
it.
on this show that I've not ranked 9 out of 10.
That's not true.
It
I
is.
think Air Force One, you did like an 8.9.
I did a 9.3.
He remembers very specific.
Yeah, you
Man,
can check me.
Get off my plane. Yeah.
I will say, man, I did miss having you around here.
It's good to be back. Yeah, I'm glad that you guys are done watching the Rocky movies. My God.
Oh, we're not done.
Dude, y'all watched the
No, we're
first
not done.
2
We're
and then
doing
skip
Rocky
3.
soon.
Ah.
No, that's
We're
the
going
next
back.
one.
We're going back.
We're going back. We're mixing it up. That's all.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what we do next. What's being done next week.
Well, next week is going to be a bit of a skip week because I'm going to go see Top Gun Maverick, and I will probably yes. So next week is going to be a skip break, and then the week after that, we will be back with Rocky 3, and then that's what's going to be. I know Matt's like, oh no. You'll live, Matt. Don't worry, Matt. Actually, on the group message, Matt, I have the list of all the movies up until 50.
That's right.
Up until 50. So I'll show you the list, and you can choose to jump out whichever ones you choose. But yes, guys, we'll be gone next week, and then we'll be back in 2 weeks for Rocky 3. And yes, this stream will get gayer again when Matt comes back, and it's something with more men. So Tiki of Doom, it may have not been tonight, but just stand back and stand by, and it will happen in due time.
Nick,
and
buddy, I hope you're going to be
what's up,
live messaging from the film next week, so we can hear your thoughts as as it goes.
Yeah, make sure to have your phone turned on with the light facing upward in the theater.
That's right.
So it doesn't
let
blind
Clobber and
people
Times
behind
know
you.
how awesome the movie is, because he's a
Talk
huge
very
fan
loudly
of
if you're talking to us.
of Tom Cruise right now.
Oh, trust me, I'll send Clobby an invite too. It'll be great.
Yeah.
You should do a live stream from the movie theater.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
That won't get you kicked off the YouTube.
Step by
right?
step. No, they won't kick him out. He's not recording the movie. He's recording himself, so it's cool. It's okay with them.
Yeah.
And Fuchsias, I show up in your right take away cup. I thought we were friends again. Wow, you fucking groomer.
Combed your hair. What the fuck?
Anyway, yes, I did. From Mr. Gregory for 40 Australian, I don't know what. Come join me, Matt, and some clone and speak easy tonight. If I didn't have to go to bed soon, I would.
Yeah, we're not even starting for another. We're gonna start at like 1 a.m. my time, so that's like an hour and a half or so.
Yes, guys, go catch Matt. Is that on your channel?
Yeah, that's on my channel.
Okay, well,
if we're promoting, dude, I have to promote my Elon Musk video I released today.
Why don't we actually give you Grant? Thank you for that, and we'll let Mad plug his channel first.
Yeah, guys, I did a complete history. It's totally true. I didn't make it all up on the spot. It's 100% accurate story of Elon Musk.
Protesting too much.
No. It's true. Just watch it. It's only 5 minutes. Check it out. It's some of my best work, I would say. It's definitely on brand if you've ever seen anything on my channel. But yeah, it's some of the best work I've ever done, and it's 100% accurate. Absolutely true. None of it's made up. So yeah, definitely check that out. It's up on the channel. And then doing a speakeasy tomorrow. We're gonna be doing street spots. We're gonna be doing a lot more of the what is it called? Fuck. We found a treasure trove of some of the cuckoo banana BS that you've ever seen. Last time we did
meters are roboting happening.
Is it?
That's just the way he talks, Waze.
Ah, okay, that's what I thought.
I thought it was just me, Wes.
Elon Musk. Yeah, my video, Elon Musk. Check that out. I don't want a robot. Tomorrow's 3 spots, 3 p.m. Central.
All right. Well, Matt, it was nice having you on here.
It was great being back.
Next time we bring you on here, it'll be a bit more gayer, and we'll have more handies to pass around.
I saw the list. There's not a lot of bro-ness in it.
Heavy metal has a lot of bro-ness.
It's a cartoon.
Okay, that's not my problem.
Maybe the episode 46.
That's a mad problem. But anyways, I still appreciate you coming on here. Yes, that's the mindset. All right, Gary.
I am gay for this show, and I'm a power bottom. And great show today, guys. It was fun. I actually enjoyed just sort of sitting back listening to you guys. Mad, you're on par, man. Good stuff.
Thank you.
We switched days today, so our show, the Scoop Zone, is now Tuesdays at 5 o'clock Central Time.
The Scoop Zone?
Scoop Zone. Yeah, it's... Hey, Mexican Iron Man, that was his. So, mock Mexican Iron Man. Go ahead.
Oh, I love it.
I like it. And we do Mikey Sutton Scoops. And because of our relationship with Mikey Sutton, we talk a lot with him, and he's been on the show. But anyway, got Shit Talk tomorrow. Plus, I'm going on Latino Slant with Polly tomorrow to talk about Netflix and their new series, The Lincoln Lawyer, which is, I've already finished it. It's really good.
Yeah, I got a couple episodes left to watch.
Nice.
I just spotted the guy of 20.
Oh, and my birthday bash is Friday.
This Friday?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not in charge of TGIF. It's being run by the co-host, so I have no idea who's showing up.
All right, killer. Well, I'm gonna try to stop by. Hopefully I can, because usually I work, but I'm gonna see if I
Y'all
can
are
get out
welcome.
early.
Y'all
That'd be
welcome
great.
anytime.
All right, guys. This is
Except
Gary's
Mark.
channel here, Pop Culture Minefield. Check that shit out.
I'm
Get in
teasing
the
you, Mark. I love you.
I know.
get in the thick of it and get to the diddly and subscribe to the Pop Culture
Diddly.
Minefield if you somehow have it. Yes, 2 Garys in 1 cup. It's some fucking diddly. All right.
Dildo was like, wait, Gary was here the whole time? Because I was quiet. I was really listening to the jokes, man. Good stuff.
Dustin.
All right. So we've got Keto Simple, my main channel. I'm trying to get monetized like Nick. So I've got like 1,718 subscribers, almost 3,000 watch hours, and 78, almost 79,000 views. So come over, watch my content. I make a lot of yummy food. I just filmed 2 videos tonight before the stream, so still got to edit those. But yeah, new product reviews on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and trying to get a new recipe out every Saturday.
Nice, guys. And Dustin, I feel like your beard got longer from when I last saw you, so I'm impressed. Like even with, yeah, it did get longer. I've noticed. I love it. Well, sir, thank you for being on here tonight. It's been real. It's been magical. Guys, this is Dustin's channel. Check out. It's even got Mr. Grant Gregory's approval too. So get the fuck on it. All right. And it is it pronounced Gary. Mark.
Hey. Well, thanks for having me on for another awesome Toxic Tuesday. Probably this is probably one of the first panels I think where we really disagreed on, what how good the movie was, right? Normally we're all give it so that was good. No, good discussion. Mads, welcome back, Mads. He was on fire tonight. Awesome as always. So yeah, great time. But so check out my channel. I review toys and a lot of Star Trek stuff. I just got this sucker in the mail, so I gotta build this and I love old Star Trek. So
I love that model kit.
Yeah, that was the old. I had this as a kid, so they were released.
Ditto.
Yeah, and I destroyed it. I don't know where the hell it is. So I'm like, I got to buy this sucker and build this. So I'm going to show that on stream. But tomorrow night I'll be on Cloudy's Clubhouse with Raquel. We'll be hanging out, talking about Star Trek, pop culture, whatever comes up. And Sunday night's my late night show, 10 p.m. Eastern. So a bunch of random things that are going on in the week, but we just hang out and talk about all the good stuff and then some of the bad stuff. But and Nick, you stopped by last Sunday night, so it was much appreciated. We're waiting until the Rangers game is over, so my Rangers made it to the second round, so happy about that. So that was a good one. Yep.
You know what's sad is I immediately thought of baseball because hockey is such a crap sport. I was like,
hockey's a crap sport.
Yeah,
come on, hockey's a kick-ass sport. Come on,
sure, bro. I don't even know what icing is. No one does.
Ice.
It's what you
Blue lines my ass.
It's what you put in a cake.
Yeah, ice.
Yeah, it goes on cake.
Yeah, well, hockey's if you play hockey, that's a toxic sport. So right? That's the only sport where guys get freaking their teeth knocked out, cut up, and then still come back out. Not like these fucking soccer players who, someone taps them and they go down for 3 minutes. So hockey is awesome. Yeah. So awesome time as always here. And hopefully Mads will be
wow.
back next
It would
week.
actually be bases. Like there's more than one base for it to be loaded. It wouldn't be your base loaded. Jesus, come on, Dildo, do better.
All our bases belong
Take a
to
second
us.
before
All right.
you say the joke.
But yeah, thanks for having me on. Yeah, it was awesome time as always, and catch everyone in 2 weeks. Yep, and sub to all these great guys. They have awesome channels, and it's great hanging out with everyone.
All right,
Thank
awesome,
you.
Mark. Yeah, hey, thank you, sir. Once again,
Jesus.
keeping the visuals going and keeping it nice and looking cool, and keeping us boys looking toxic. Thank you.
I hit a nerve with this whole hockey thing.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
Hockey, I agree with Mark. Hockey's the only sport worth talking about.
Oh God,
but my
that's how
team
it's
is
good.
not quite as successful as his. So.
It's just a game. Why you have to be mad?
I once went to a fight that broke out into a hockey match.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep.
So the great show again, Nick. Thanks for having me on, buddy. I'll
pleasure.
look forward to this night every week. Appreciate it very much. I had a fantastic, well, in my opinion, show yesterday, live show, my regular It's Only Talk and Roll, where we did prog rock, progressive rock. That was good fun. So please.
The hell is progressive rock?
It's
You guys even talk about Opeth?
Hey, what bands did you cover?
Your
Yeah,
IQ
Sheryl
isn't
Crow?
high enough, Mad. Your IQ wouldn't be high enough to understand.
Alanis Morissette?
No, there was some.
Sorry,
Bucks
Handy Randy.
Fizz and the Carpenters were on briefly.
Whoa.
Another Dave in the house.
Progressive weight loss.
No, Genesis, yes, Pink Floyd, Emerson, Lake and Palmer, Jethro Tull, that kind of thing. Queen were in there. So anyway, watch the replay of that if you can. It was good. I also put a little video up today about Fred Ward, as he was one of my favourite actors and made some of my favourite films of all time. One or two of which were mentioned earlier, but yeah, it was just a sad loss. And apart from that, I'm just planning some stuff. Maybe I've only been doing my live show every second week, but I think I might slot one in next Monday. And I'm toying with doing a whole 3-hour show about Queen's Night at the Opera. So we'll see.
I
Can get a
like when
panel
you
together
slide
for that
things
one.
in.
That's it.
Oh, you should, dude. Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Guys, sub to 70s rock fan. His channel is up above, courtesy of Darius Munchausen. That's where he is
Thank you,
at.
Darius.
And then, well, he doesn't really have a channel, but we love having him on here. So we'll just let him say a few things.
Well, you guys know all of the chats because you see me all the time in the chats. Let's see. For the rest of this week, the only thing I'm going to be on besides modding is, as always, the Emma for Cocktail Lounge on Foulball Productions. And we'll see what happens after that. Who knows?
Nice.
I could get invited anywhere. I don't, but I could.
All right. You heard the man. That's where Red Shirt can be found, guys, at the motherfucking Cocktail Lounge.
That's
you heard
right.
him. And now the man who, guys, this is a very, very important announcement, but Mr. West here had a channel, the West Moody webcast. It got absolutely nuked, and he was way beyond his hours. If I remember, you're on what, 5,000 or 6,000, 7,000 hours, something like that.
Oh yeah, it was way
easily.
over, more than
and
double.
You're around 850 subs, and we're trying to help this man rebuild his channel with the whatever cast. So I would highly, highly please check to see if you are not sub to the new whatever cast. And if you aren't, please do it because you already love him and you know him. So we'll let him now have his word. And thank you, Darius.
Yeah, I didn't abandon you guys. I didn't abandon YouTube. No, they nuked me. It was a forced ejection. So whatever Corp has started a new channel, which I'm the talent on because I'm not allowed to start a channel. And so I'm the talent on whatever cast. And we talk about current events, pop culture, occasional conspiracy theories, and whatever the heck I want to because it is whatever cast. Hope to see
Where's
you.
buddy?
Oh, good. I'm already subscribed. Yay.
Where's buddy?
okay. All right,
I want to know how
good.
you got a picture of my parents' living room from the 1970s.
No way. This is my grandparents' living room. What are you talking
It looks
about?
very similar.
Well,
Right? Except my grandma never had flowers. That's kind of weird. I don't know what that's all about.
well, Wes.
The flowers were in the kitchen.
Nice.
There's like a bunch of
Hey,
ashtrays on the table.
Yeah.
That's what we had.
Your place looks kind of whatever-ish. I'm just saying. Well, sir, it was nice to have you on. We'll definitely have to get you on too, where we can get you on a full panel too, so we can get even more discussions from the whatever man. So
Absolutely. Look forward to it, man.
awesome. Well, kids, this Friday night on the Comic Shop Talk episode, issue number 52, we'll be talking about the many cool suits of Batman. I've got a few comic book videos coming your way as well. Next week, no Toxic Tuesday because I'll be seeing Top Gun Maverick. I'll probably do something about it after the movie. And Toxic Tuesday, the week after, Rocky 3. It's going to be huge. It's going to be great. And thank you to the chat. You guys were fucking awesome, killing it. I love it. Yes, pants are overrated, Wes. That's why I'm wearing Kool-Aid pajamas. Love you guys. Seriously, you guys were all over the comments, whether you're agreeing or disagreeing. It's what we have out there, and it was nice to have a little bit of a mix-up in the conversation tonight. And also to the super chatters, you guys are nuts. Fucking love it. That was amazing. I appreciate it. And to the mods, thank you as well. You guys don't get enough credits. I appreciate it. And to all those who come back, whether it's for a little bit, for half the show, all the show, you are awesome and you will be remembered. Thank you guys. This is goodbye. This is good fight. Importantly,